Yeah, nah, hit play, here we go, yo. Yeah, nah, hit play, here we go. Real talk, real laughs, real show. From the couch to the street, we roll. Say you how it is, no filter, no control. Yeah, nah, you already know. Fresh takes, fast pace, still the show. It gets trending if it's wild. Yeah, nah, content, turn it up, stay on. Yeah, nah.
Yo, what's up, brother? We're good to go, man. We're good to go. Hey guys, I'm Richie. Obviously, you guys know me by now, and for those that don't, I created content last year, and I was sort of on a bit of a solo journey, but there was something missing, and that was having a team of awesome lads to come along with the journey and input their ideas, and that's how I met the bro, Victor, my man Victor.
Cheer, brother.
Cheer, my bro, cheer.
Yeah, so I'm Victor. The bro's, he's taken me on the team end of last year after he'd done my documentary, and yeah, it's been a beautiful journey so far, and yeah, it's awesome, bro.
It's been fun, man. It's been fun, eh? We haven't done a ton of content, but I feel like we've done a lot of content. It's quite strange, and we've got so many plans, man. We've got so many ideas, so many good ideas, and I think the team that it is right now is perfect, bro.
Yes.
And we got so much cool stuff we can do, man. And this is our first podcast. This is our first podcast.
Yeah.
Bro. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to it, bro.
It's pretty mean.
We've been building up to this, and
100%.
I suppose lots happened building up to this, and
man,
it's going to be good to dive into everything and how we got here, and where we're going in the future, I suppose, and
absolutely,
bro. what our plans are for year now, and
that's cool, man.
Yeah, it's going to be
good.
Good year ahead.
So I think if we can, we've met some awesome people on the way throughout this sort of content journey. Before we started this whole podcast idea, we've done documentary videos for the Coffee Lady, Hardy Hungies. We've done a little bit of a collaboration with Ruthless Eyewear as well, one of the bros, which is cool. It's really cool highlighting these people and these businesses, these local hungry people trying to get themselves out there. I think it's pretty cool, bro.
Definitely supporting small businesses. I've always been passionate about that. That's massive, eh?
Massive.
And to be able to, put light on that, it's awesome, bro. I love doing this work, eh?
Yeah, man.
It's cool to be able to be a part of these communities.
Yep.
Meeting new people, positive people, hearing their stories on how they started business or their backgrounds, just stuff like that. It's awesome. It is awesome.
And that's it, bro. It starts somewhere. We all start somewhere, everyone has started from somewhere, and it was that first step they took, and it's pretty cool to see, man. It's cool to be a part of it as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And on that note, I think we should make a massive shout out to them. To our sponsors,
definitely.
Yeah, just massive.
Big shout out to all of our sponsors.
Yeah.
We have to cut that out, but it's not one of our sponsors. Hearty Hungies, they're a massive sponsor. Shout out to Shara and Mafano.
Much love.
Every time we see them, they treat us like family, and bro, there's something special there, eh?
Man.
They're awesome.
The Aroha is real, bro.
Yeah,
it's that love, eh?
Yes. We love realness, and they're definitely real, bro, real people. And we've got the brother, Ruthless Eyewear. Shout out to the brother.
Ruthless Eyewear, let's go. Yeah, got some mean shades here, my bro, mean shades, and hopefully a collab incoming soon for some content, Ruthless Eyewear shades, so keep your eyes peeled on those.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That'd be sick as. That would be awesome. And also big shout out to the Coffee Lady.
Oh, massive.
We were just talking before, we're going to bring some kind of merch out for you.
we need like little, maybe like a 3D print of a church rock mocker or something like that would be pretty mean, eh? So we can sit it right here. Or when we can slurp on when we're doing our next podcast or something, that'd be pretty cool, eh?
Yes, but she's an awesome lady as well.
It's a family now, you know what I mean? And it's just forever building as well. We're bringing them, it's sick, man. I love it, eh? I feel at home. It's like we're supposed to go on this journey and meet these people and unite and
Yes.
uplift each other.
Yeah, and I
it's
think
awesome.
I think everything happens for a reason as well, bro.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
you know, people will come and go out of your life, but the right ones will stay.
That's it,
I
bro.
think I heavily believe in that.
But I reckon you're supposed to meet everyone you meet. You're supposed to meet
Yes,
because
yeah.
it shapes your destiny and like where it shapes who you're supposed to be, and it shapes where you're going as well.
Definitely.
Like even if they've come for a short time, in some way, shape or form, they've helped you. Help mold you to learn something or learn from a mistake or learn something that's good that you can benefit from.
Yeah,
that's what I
right.
reckon. Like,
That's right. I mean, even you'll have your. I try and look at all the positives, bro. Even out of a negative situation.
massive, man. Yeah.
There's you can sit there and dwell on all the negatives.
Yep.
And you sit there and go around in a cycle about all the negative stuff, and what I like to call the fog goggles.
Yeah, bro.
Put fog goggles on, you're not looking, can't see properly.
No, mate.
Um,
No, mate.
But yeah, if you actually open your eyes and look at the positive stuff,
Yeah.
you can always make a positive out of the negative.
Yep.
That's a
And
massive one.
that's a dark space to be in, though. If it's just negative shit, and it's a bunch of it, bro. That's a dark place to be in, and I think that's a good thing to touch on, bro. Based on what this episode is, the first episode for our podcast, podcast, is addiction, right? It's addiction, and an addiction can start in early childhood, bro. And that could just be something as simple as addicted to video games or whatever. Was that something you're addicted to when you were a kid? Or
Yep. So I'm sure a few people on the chat will maybe throw back to the old 90s RuneScape. I used to spend hours on RuneScape. Video games. Looking back on other addictions when I was younger, 9 years old or 10 years old, I got my first motorbike, bro, and I think that was, one of the biggest addictions of my life. Yeah, so it was, and every single day, I'd make sure I did my chores, had petrol to be able to go and ride my motorbike.
Bro, I was like, it's you're talking about wheels, mate, and I had a room. I was born in South Auckland, and we grew up in South Auckland nearly half of my life, and I lived in a little like a sleep out situation in the backyard, right? And I don't know shit about cars. I know nothing about cars. But back then, I was addicted to those performance car magazines.
Yeah.
Bro, and I'll get the posters out. My whole room.
Oh, bro, you were one of
50,
those
60,
ones.
70 posters
Yeah.
everywhere. But the main idea was to get the girls'
Oh,
pictures
you
in the
wanted the girl
magazines,
ones,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah. So I had the mean little cars, and I had the girls, and then I was like, Mum and Dad, I want to show you my room. I've set it up. It's mean as. Come check it out. And then they come down there, it's like,
Would they be
Nice.
the reversible ones? So the
Yeah,
car was on the back,
two sides,
and then
bro.
and then the woman's on the other side.
Yeah,
so
bro, yeah.
the parents come down, you flip it over the car.
Nah, so they seen the girls too, bro. They seen the girls too. They're just like, interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, same thing like gaming, bro. I love my gaming, Shout out GTA San Andreas, yeah, baby, let's go,
Yes,
let's go.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Pokemon cards, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
Yes,
man.
yeah.
Marbles,
All that stuff. Yeah,
bro,
marbles,
everything, bro.
yeah.
Then it was the bloody Beyblades, at some stage.
Wrestling, wrestling, bro. WWE,
Bro, WWF,
WCW,
bro,
all that stuff. That was a massive addiction.
Bro, that's another podcast, bro. Wrestling.
yeah.
Hard out, bro. Oosh.
And having a older brother, growing up together, we'd love to reenact the wrestling on each other and set the room up for the mattresses, and it was. I don't think Mum liked it too much, but
See, I was the younger brother. I had a younger brother. Sorry, my younger brother, right? I was the older brother, and bro, we did some dangerous.
Yeah.
Bro, we did some dangerous moves, like pedigree and all that, and bro, we got into some. But it would just start off as like a play fight, and it gets into the real scrap, bro.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
Damn, nah, I gotta stop doing this now.
Yes, yeah, we did plenty of that growing up. Me and my brother both had anger issues growing up,
bro.
and
Yep. Same page.
yeah, brotherly love, if you call it.
It's real brother love, bro.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But I mean, as you were saying, bro, it shapes you.
Yeah,
it shapes the person you are. Yeah. I love my brother, and even though all the stuff that we went through growing up, he's always been there for me, and You know, family always comes first at the end
Always,
of the day.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, you might fight, you might not talk for, you know, a while, and then you get over it and move on.
That's it, man. But like, and you might not get along with your siblings, but it doesn't mean you don't love them. You know, like I'm very different. You know, I'm like the black sheep of my family, bro. You know, I don't really talk to my siblings. You know, I wish that could be different, but that's just the way it is. We have very different opinions and very different beliefs in life, bro. So it makes us, you know, very on opposite sides. You know, but you need yin and yang, bro. Otherwise, the world would just be a bit strange if we didn't have differences. But yeah, just it's tricky, eh? It's tricky,
Yeah.
but your siblings, you know, it's your family. Family always matters. So no matter what, you love them, right? That's it.
I suppose I'm a bit like that too, bro. You know, I'm a bit of a black sheep in my family.
Yep.
Yeah, so I grew up all over the country, really.
Yep.
Can't say I grew up in one place.
That's on me, mate.
Yeah. You know, Nelson, Queenstown, Christchurch, a bit of time up north, Wanganui and Auckland. You know, I've been all over the show, but I call home Nelson just because I spent, you know, most of my years there, and yeah, so I was always separated from not separated, but just had my life there. We moved there when I was about 13, and you know, a big part of me moving there was moved there with, you know, I was into my motocross and stuff like that.
Yep.
I moved there and ended up getting sent to boarding school when Mum just lived down the road.
Yep.
Just so it's a bit easier on Mum, single mother with, you know, 3 kids.
Yeah, bro.
So she, you know, struggled, you know, raising us.
Yep.
It was quite a handful with me and my brother.
Yeah, man. I bet. Yeah.
And yeah, so it was around that time I sort of started to gain my independence.
Yep.
And I was at a point where I didn't want to move around anymore. And yeah, I decided I really wanted to, you know, plant my seed and grow some stuff and look after it.
Bro.
That's sort of how I seen it. And yeah, left home. I left school at 13.
Yep.
I left home at 14, going on 15. And yeah, that was sort of like the start of my journey of being my own life, you know.
Yes, bro.
Becoming a man, really.
That's it, man.
Supporting myself and making that journey in life. Yeah, so I went through a lot of different sort of things in that period of 13, 14, 15.
Yep.
Had to grow up pretty quick.
Bro.
And it was, you know, my first job was inshore fishing at 14, of all things, you know. I thought, yeah, I want to earn some money.
Catch some fish, mate. Let's go.
And it was because I was that young, not many people wanted to hire me, but they were always looking for fishermen.
Yep.
So, you know, and I had a bro that was fishing at the time, and yeah, jumped on there and learnt what hard work was pretty quickly,
bro.
and learnt that, you know, you're up for 15 to 20 hours a day.
Bro.
And that was my introduction to the workforce. So
Yep.
most of the other jobs after that, bro, were just,
Yep.
they were
Just whatever.
nothing in comparison. Yeah, so it was yeah, had to grow up pretty quickly.
Yep.
My family moved to Aussie when I was 14.
Yep.
And so, you know, I was sort of left to decide what I wanted to do with my life. I could have gone with them.
Yep.
I had 3 options at the time. Could have gone to Australia with my parents, with my mum, my brother and sister. Could have stayed in Nelson and taken a scholarship to a polytech.
Yep.
To do a sort of like a pre-trades course.
Yep.
They take you over lots of different skills for the year, and you decide where you want to go.
It's quite cool, little teasers of different bits and pieces, eh?
Yeah, and then because I was doing the fishing, I got offered a junior engineer apprenticeship, 6 months out at sea, 6 months
Hey.
back in. So
Decent money than that, eh?
really good money in
Yeah.
it. So, but I had to choose, and I just met this beautiful lady. That's where it comes into play, and
My man.
you know, so it was like, right. I had all the opportunity in the world there. I could have gone to Aussie,
Yep.
could have gone out to sea and made a whole heap of money, or I could have stayed and worked on my, you know, my skills, better my skills for the future on land.
Yep.
With this beautiful lady.
And what did you choose, bro?
Yeah,
What did you choose,
it was
bro?
a no-brainer, and
The man.
you know, I don't regret it You know, I ended up moving in with my beautiful partner that I have now.
Yeah, solid.
You know, when we're 15, and yeah, that's sort of how our relationship started from there. And her family became my family pretty quickly. And seeing the different family dynamics coming from, you know, my family to hers, was very interesting. You know, and yeah, that's sort of a bit on, you know, those 13 to 15 years. School wasn't for me. I just wanted to work, bro.
Same boat, bro. Same boat. Yeah.
And then I suppose, you know, 15, 16 is when drugs and alcohol came into the picture. And,
hello, how you doing?
Yeah.
What's this about?
Yeah.
I was similar, bro. Like, you know, my family, you know, they held it together, but bro, we had lots of really traumatic dramas. You know, there's a lot of stuff we can go real, you know, deep dive into, but it's sort of like another story, really.
Yes.
And that sort of you know, that when that shit happened, bro, we made the decision to move from basically kind of like the top of the North Island to the bottom of the South Island and get away from that and start fresh as the family we were now without the other person, you know. And I think that was a good call because myself and my younger brother, you know, were getting into some dumb stuff up in Auckland, and it's easy to fall into that pattern when others are doing it as well, bro. That's the thing. So coming down to the South Island to Dunedin, it was sort of like the scapegoat, you know, like it was meant to pave a new way and to fix us out of a bad pattern, you know. It didn't really work, to be honest. I was pretty average in school. I didn't like school. I never liked school. And the people that I hung out with, my mates, you know, they didn't like school either. So there was something mutual there. We didn't like school. You know, there's a lot of truancy, so a lot of wagging. You know, just doing dumb stuff, bro. And it's funny because I knew it was wrong. I knew it was not a good thing to be doing that sort of stuff, but I didn't care. I didn't fit in, bro. I struggled a lot to fit in with people. Like I always tried to, and you go to high school, bro, or whatever, intermediate, and it's so true, bro. Like the movies in America, bro. There are literally groups. Yep. Oh, those are the punks.
Yeah, bro.
Those are the jocks. Yep. Those are the emos or
yep.
goths. What do you want to call it?
Yeah.
You know,
you've got
those
the outcasts.
yeah, bro. There's the badasses.
The bully,
the
the people that get, you know, the people that get picked on. Yep. So you stay away from them because you don't want to get picked on too.
Bro, so I was
sad too.
So I was by myself, bro. Like with maybe one or two mates, and they happened to be the naughty people, you know. So, but they could see what I see. So we sort of did our own shit, and yeah, but lots of wagging, and then we got to year 13, bro, and you know, hit 16, 17, getting close to that 18 age, and that's when you start going, oh, high school parties, fuck yeah, you know. I was wagging at school with a few of my mates, and we were going up to his place and his mum's place, and sitting there drinking beers and listening to Metallica and doing karaoke's on Nirvana and Silverchair.
She's a bit bogan down here, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty bogan, bro.
Down south, mate.
Pretty grungy, mate. Pretty grungy, but that's bro. For me, that's when it was sort of introduced the whole drinking thing. You know, like that was and you know, as we continue this podcast, bro, a lot of people are going to hear a lot of stuff that they've never known. So it's going to be interesting, just like, you know, like yourself, bro. So I mean, like, what you saying 15, 16 is same for you? Like,
yeah, well, actually, I was just thinking about it as we're talking then, bro. I actually have to rewind back to boarding school. Yeah. So my addiction, drugs and alcohol, we'll say, came into the picture really, really young for me, about 12, bro. I was smoking cigarettes and, you know, sneaking cigarettes off mum. I remember around that same age, just the first time I got blackout drunk, woke up with spew all down me. Oh, shit. I snuck a bottle of Jim Beam, and, you know, that was really a dangerous situation because I had spewed in my sleep and I could have choked and all that stuff. So
it's scary too.
And that was scary, you know. But yeah, so we grew up, you know, Mum did the best she could. She raised us, you know, the best she could, and did a really good job. I mean, we're still here, and we're you know, doing pretty good in life. But yeah, so there was quite a bit of, you know, addiction around. But yeah, so about 13 years old, bro, I went to boarding school and I had one of my addictions taken away from me, which was my motorbikes.
Shit.
So that was a big, you know, big thing for me, had been taken away.
Yeah.
There was sort of an abandonment feeling there because my family lived 20 minutes down the road, and I'm in a boarding house with all these people from overseas or from around the country that their families aren't, you know, just down the road. They would fly, their families would either fly in or fly them out to go for visits and things like that. So it was that was quite tough for me. And in that same 8-week period I was at the boarding school, I've seen a lot of bullying,
Bro.
and the background that I came from my, you know, quite a tough upbringing and fighting with my brother and stuff like that. I didn't put up with any shit, bro, and ended up getting into a bit of a thing with some year 13s and
Bit of a scuffle.
defended myself in a way that really hurt someone, and it sort of put a target on my back, really. You know, all the older boys knew not to push my buttons. Well, they couldn't push my buttons the way they could push the other younger ones around.
Don't mess with this fella.
And so all this situation was built to a build up where I went out after our curfew at the boarding school was 6 o'clock. We had to be home by 6 o'clock. You know, we would do an hour of prep and then dinner and then bedtime, you know, and it was, you know, uniforms, all that stuff, bro. Sir, madam, very, very formal school.
Very posh.
And, you know, not many Māoris there either. So it's quite a, it's quite a...
You'd feel quite lonely as well. You can't sort of...
out of place.
Yeah, bro.
Out of place, bro. Like you're saying, I never really fitted in school either. Just because of moving around so much. I never really had one group of friends or a best friend that I grew up with.
That's it, bro. You didn't have time to build that.
Yeah,
you didn't
maybe
have a
3-year relationship here and then 2 years here and then... and it was quite hard to fit into these different groups. But yeah, so fast forward, you know, I'd met over the summer that we'd moved there. Before going to school, I'd done some partying in that summer and met some people throughout the year. And, you know, I was smoking weed then, going out and enjoying, you know, drinks and things like that. And
so, did you did you smoke weed and shit before drinking, or were you a drinker and then you would smoke?
Nah, so both, bro.
Yeah.
Just experimenting with both at 12 years old.
Yeah, shit. See, I couldn't do it, bro. Like, I'm not a drugs guy, right? But it's weird saying that because, fuck, I did some drugs.
Yeah.
But I had to be really influenced with alcohol. When for me, bro, I started drinking at 16, right? And I was still like, nah, I'm not into the drugs. And others my age were, but I wasn't. So, you know, thank goodness for that. Didn't start really young. I'm grateful I didn't do that. My mind was like, no, not doing that. Have a few drinks, sweet as, but you're not doing the drugs. Okay, cool, won't do the drugs. All good. But I'd get so out of it, bro, that I got to that level where you sort of feel like you're invincible. And fuck, I can do whatever.
Just grab whatever you want.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yeah.
So similar, you know, it was alcohol and weed, bro. Alcohol and weed smoking. I never got to that real heavy stuff, but then, bro, you start mixing with other people.
Yeah, it's all a gate. I look at both of them as gateway.
Yes, bro. Yeah.
You know,
and people can say no, it's not all they want, but it is.
It is.
100%
It's a start.
It
It's
is.
a start to a means of something.
Yeah.
Whether it's you know, you get addicted to the alcohol, or whether it's the alcohol leads to another substance, or whether it's you're not thinking and you make a decision that you wouldn't make when you're sober.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, it was that summer hanging out with those people, influences around.
That's
you know,
it,
it was
bro.
cool to smoke weed.
Yeah,
it's cool to have a drink.
And being
It's-
rejected in your childhood of not feeling like you fit in.
Yeah.
This was how we
It's
fit
a way
in,
to
bro.
fit in.
This is how we fit in.
Yeah.
I'll do that too, because then you're gonna fucking
Yeah.
You're gonna be my friend.
Yeah,
You're gonna
so
like me.
the guy that has the money on payday to buy a box, all the bros want to go around there and have a couple of drinks, that's just, it was pretty standard back in the day. And once I got into the school, I really did try and knuckle in.
Man.
But I just couldn't fit in. I ended up getting into a fight.
Yeah.
This is a couple of weeks before I got kicked out, and a lot of this based around this group that I was hanging out with, and the people that, the influences and being egged on and stuff like that.
That's it, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, so I ended up leaving school one day after school, and I just remember thinking it was a good idea that I was going to go and get a couple of bottles of vodka. I don't know what I was thinking. 13, I'll go get a couple of bottles of vodka.
It's a vodka Friday, mate.
Yeah. And went down and found an old, this older guy that I was hanging out with at the time, and he bought me a couple of bottles of vodka. And then, and I thought, okay, what am I going to mix it with? So straight vodka and about 8 packets of Rara, I think. And I was just drinking. I was walking around drinking straight vodka, and shout out to my missus. I saw my missus that day.
Hey.
About an hour before I got kicked out of school. Saw her and her friends and thought I was really cool. And I wanted to stay there and hang out. And I actually stayed there too long. We're at McDonald's and I was hanging out there. I stayed there too long because after a couple of drinks, I thought it'd be a really good idea to get a bag of marijuana. And, one thing leads to another.
It does,
and,
bro, yeah.
Yeah, I ended up getting, a bag of weed.
Yeah.
And was half looked at the time, bro, and oh my God, I'm half an hour over my curfew already. I'm pissed. And I've got a bag of marijuana. So I ended up running back to the school. Yeah. On the way there, I dropped my bag of marijuana. Had to turn around and run half the way back.
I want the bag.
Yeah, found it, and then was about an hour and a bit late after curfew.
Yeah.
And I walked through the front door, and you've got a person that we call her a matron. Yeah. She's like a mum.
Bro, you're being patted down, bro, aren't you? You're being patted down.
I walked in. She could smell it. She could smell the alcohol coming off me and goes, nah. And she goes, just stay there. And then I seen her on the phone, and I'm like, I sort of knew what was coming, but I didn't. And then, after that, they took me up to my room and wanted to search all my stuff, thinking that I might have something, not knowing that I had this thing on me.
Bro.
Yeah, and so I got away with it the whole time. They packed all my stuff and they took me down to this sick bay. Yeah. And had a guy, a very well-known ex-cop, actually. Shout out to the ex-cop.
Mr. Detective, eh?
Yeah, he was, back in the day, he was very well-known for not being the nicest cop, we'll put it that way.
Yeah.
And he was working at the school at the time, and they did 2 searches, didn't find anything. So I thought, okay, cool, bro. Like I'm sweet. I'm in the clear now. Yep. So I took my stash out and I put it into my bag, and they came and done a 3rd search, and he found it. I later on found out later on down the track that there was never a bag of weed handed in. The ex-cop found it. The ex-cop found it.
I'll take that, bro.
Went missing. He would have had a good night that night.
Some dodgy ones out there, bro. Some dodgy ones out
there. Yeah.
But you're making a good point here, bro. Like because you're starting with the drink, right? So the alcohol, and then you. It's almost like, yes, you feel invincible, so you can go do anything. Yes. But I think for me, it's also, yes, I feel invincible, so I can do whatever. I can take on the world right now. I'm tough as. I'm sweet. But I think it also is, bro, is that it's not good enough. You want to get more. You want to get higher, right? Or you want to feel even more, bro. Like the alcohol's sort of like, oh, bro, it's putting me. The shit's sort of putting me to sleep. I want to do more. I feel so fucking tough right now. So for me, bro, like, again, I couldn't do drugs without the alcohol. Like, I had to do alcohol first to then turn me into this whole different person, bro. Like, and it's me if you were to ever meet the drunk me, it is very different from what you see right now. Yeah. First of all, I'm very bubbly, very loud, very energetic, and I fucking do whatever you tell me to do. Like, I'll go jump on a police car and jump on the hood of the police car. I've done that. I'll do it, bro. Yeah. Because it's fun. For me, it's fun. It's like, fuck yeah. And I want to make people laugh. And then it gets to a point where I've had a lot, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm like, oh shit, this is not. the alcohol's not enough,
doing
man.
it.
I need
Yeah,
something
not doing
extra,
it,
bro.
need something more.
So I'm doing shit like, I was trying to impress girls back in the days, bro. So I go to their house and, you know, they'll go and like, oh, have you ever sniffed, have you ever huffed, Lynx or Rexona through a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Nah, what's that? Oh,
Yeah.
you go, I was like, oh shit, yeah, okay, let's do it. So, bro, I'm doing this, bro, and I'm probably 16, 17 years old here, just trying to impress the girl, because, I want to get something going there, you know what I mean? Like, I want something to happen, so I'll do anything. I want that to happen, so, but I'm like, man, like, and it's like, damn, bro, what are you doing? You're not tough enough, you're not immortal yet, bro. You haven't drunk yet.
A lot of it to do with around that age experimenting.
Yeah,
you're
bro.
curious. You're curious at that age.
But you don't know.
You might see someone that's under the effect of something, and you always you get this thing in your head like, oh, I wonder how that would be.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
For me, a lot of the times it was peer pressure. There was, you'd see someone and they'd be doing something and they'd offer it to you, and a lot of the times it'd be no, those first few times.
I'll pass.
Yeah, and
But I
then
think we're
you'd
not
be in a different state one night, and
yes,
then
bro. That's it.
actually, I'll give it a go, and then
That's it.
goes from there.
But I think we weren't mature enough to understand what the consequences could be. You know what I mean? Like, we're not smart enough, bro. Like, it's probably not good, but you haven't heard on the news that it's bad, or you haven't heard anyone say it's bad. You say, bro, this is awesome. It's such a good high. You're going to feel like this. Oh, so it's a good thing. So it's good. Oh, you only hear good stuff. It's only when your parents go, what the fuck are you doing? That's so bad for you. You could kill yourself on that shit. You'd be broken brain dead, whatever. You can get real high, and then next minute you're found unconscious, face down in a pool somewhere, or whatever, bro. And this shit's happened in history, bro. This shit's happened because people have done that. They've made that choice, bro. But it's all these young ones, bro. The young ones, and I always go, no, I'll never let my girls do that shit. Fuck no. But I never ever want my parents will watch this, bro, and I never want them to ever feel guilt or feel terrible like that they couldn't stop all this shit from happening, because they couldn't. They had no fucking idea, bro.
The reality
they had no clue.
As both of us as parents, and I look at it in this light, bro.
Yeah.
We can only do what we can do.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they're going to go off in the big bad world one day, and they're going to have to learn this stuff themselves. We can only guide them and teach them from the lessons that we've learned.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're going to have to make their own minds up, and it's hard. I suppose it's as hard as it is for parents to see, your kids doing things that you just really don't want them to be doing,
because it's not good, bro. It's shit, shit.
So that's a really hard reality to grasp, that one day your kids are going to go off, and at the end of the day, it's up to them, bro. And I think that comes back to your parenting, how you bring your kids up, the values you install in them. Me personally, myself, one day my kid might watch this podcast, and I'm keeping this in the back of my head now, and just, the things that I went through, some of the stuff that I might talk about, can be put into a different light and glorified.
Yes, bro.
But these aren't things to be glorified. For me, it's a lesson to be, passed on to people that are either going through similar experiences or they are in the middle of that experience and don't know what to do, and they need the answers to get out of it.
That's it, bro. And none of this shit's good, like I'm not proud of anything that I've done, and a lot of it, I don't like to look at it and go, oh, I regret doing that. It's because I wouldn't be who I am today, right? I wouldn't know. Right. I wouldn't have learned from my lessons. Like, I made those mistakes, bro, and unfortunately I made them over and over and over because I became an alcoholic, bro. Yes. So, but it got to a certain point where I had that ultimatum, which I'll get to later. I had ultimatum, and that's when my whole life changed, bro. And it's hard, bro. Like, drinking for me was so important, bro, because for me it was a social tool. Yes. And I'm a big social guy, bro. I'm a socializer. I love getting out. I love meeting people. I love being the fucking, the class clown, as most people would put it, right? I like to be in the spotlight, bro. I want people to know who I am. Yeah. Who the fuck's that guy? Fuck, he's crack out, That's what I wanted, because for so long, bro, I was rejected. I was bullied. I was rejected. And it's funny because I was bullied, but I was also a bully. You know, like I'd get bullied, so then I'll go bully someone. So then it's a passing on type thing, bro. And that shit I put in the back of my head, bro. And I just, man, like to escape and become someone cooler and better, and to be accepted in society by all these people that are not good people, fucking drinking, and for me to fit in, because I wanted to be fucking liked, bro. That was it for me. I wanted to be liked. I wanted to fit in, and I don't, because I'm different, bro. I'm a different. I'm very different, and I had to drink, bro. I had to drink for them to go, oh man, he's a cool fella. Because bro, I wasn't really anybody, bro. I didn't know where to go or where I was going. I didn't know who to fit in with or who to hang out with or what I should do. I had so many different hobbies, bro. Yeah. And fucking drinking alcohol became one of those real bad ones, bro. Bad. Yeah. Just to fit in, man. Yeah. Just to fit in, bro. And it just, bro, I'd say, Mum, Dad, I'm just going away for a couple of nights to the bro's house just up the road. No names. Go to the bro's house. We're just going to do some gaming and hang out and eat pizza. Bro, and they probably know this in the back of their head. I went out and I got absolutely fucking trolleyed. I'd get trolleyed. Wasted, bro. Wasted. Whatever we could do to get a high, get drunk, whatever it was. It got to a point, bro, where I'm not a smoker. I don't like the cigarette stuff. And that's me saying this openly and honestly. Whenever my dad, whenever my parents thought I had smoked cigarettes and come home smelling like smoke, no, you were wrong. I never smoked. That's the truth. I never smoked. Okay. However, when I became a lot older and drunk, drinking all the time, that's when I was so strong and tough and immortal and invincible. And I was like, fuck, I'll do whatever I want. I'll go have a smoke. I'll go smoke some weed. I'll go huff some Lynx or Arizona. The dumbest shit I ever done, bro, and this is one thing I do regret, and I never did it again, is breathing in petrol. Yeah. So this was another group of boys I wanted to hang out with, and I wanted to I was like, these lads are awesome. They're fucking cool guys, and they're the guys that have never liked me in school, and I want them to fucking like me. They're doing it, so I want to fucking do it, bro. It was terrible. Yep. And it was such a horrible trip as well. Like, yeah, bro. We all saw the same shit.
Went through all that stuff, and inhalants, especially when you're younger, because they're so accessible. I, like you're saying, did the links in that. So for me, bro, I got introduced to a big black rubbish bag with fly spray in it.
Fuck, man.
And you'd fill the whole bloody rubbish bag up, and you'd just sit there and so my mate showed me this, and then I took that concept back home and done it at home when I would have been around that sort of 12, 13 age, and I got that intoxicated that the fly spray dripped through the bag, and it actually chemical burned on my legs.
Shit, man. Yeah.
Yeah, so that put me right off that. But then we found petrol, bro. Being on the bike all the time, what's in the tank?
You got petrol, you got access to it, bro. This shit's on the supermarket shelves, bro. There's Lynx cans.
Yeah, and fast forward later on in life, I actually know a guy who was a very fit man. He was a very, very fit big man. Yep. Very strong. He was he ended up getting addicted to it, bro, at quite a late age in life. Ended up in a wheelchair from
Bloody
petrol.
Hell, bro. Yeah.
So that
brain damage, you reckon? Just
nerve damage, brain damage, yeah. And he was just addicted, and it got that bad. That's all he cared about. That was really sad to see. But I mean, any substance, bro, can cause damage.
That's it, bro.
Personally, I'm lucky. The substance, I've nearly touched every substance known. 15. Between the age of 15 and 18, I was really experimenting. I wanted to know what, I was out doing a lot of partying. Around that time, 14 to 18, they had party pills back then.
Fucking my boys took that shit.
The party pills.
That's one thing I never did, bro.
BCP, that's massive.
It. Yeah, they took it, bro. Yeah, and I went to a party, called it the P party. You sell everything to do with P, right?
Yeah.
And they had these fucking things. Again, no names, but they had these things. and they were like hyping it up, and I was the only one. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't drunk yet, so I probably wasn't brave enough to fucking do it, right?
Yeah.
But I would, if I had some more alcohol, I probably would have done it.
Yeah.
Probably would have done it.
Yeah.
But
So
the trip they were on, bro, looked so fucking unusual.
yeah.
And I'm so glad I missed out on that, because it looked so weird.
I experienced some really good nights on it, put it that way. But there was one weekend, and shout out to all the boys, because there was 15 of us, and they broke. This was around the time they banned them.
Yeah.
And my mate came back from West Coast and ended up having 270 pills.
Fucking hell,
So
bro.
we got a massive group of us together on a Friday night, and
Bit of a sale going on.
yeah, gave everyone had about a bottle each, about 10, 20 pills. You only needed like 2 of them to get you know.
Yeah.
And just, yeah, that night, bro, we were up the whole weekend, disturbed our little township the whole weekend.
A little bit of commission.
Sunday morning, about 4 a.m, bro,
Yep.
3 cop cars came out of nowhere, and we're all in this park, and they all just came, must have had some, complaints and things, and they came check out what this big group of boys walking around the town is doing.
Oh, bro.
And because we were so well known in that little town, they just said, look, if there's any dramas tonight, we know who we're going to come see.
Yeah.
So we sort of toned it down a bit.
Yeah.
And then sitting, bro, the embarrassing thing, sitting outside on a park bench at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Monday when kids are getting taken to school and you're just an absolute wreck, Looking back at those days now, it's just like, what were we up to?
Bro, it's so weird. It's so funny you say that, bro. Like, a group of lads just having a bit of fun, doing some shit, no one around town. It's weird, bro, because we've never known each other. We've just started hanging out, doing all this content. Bro, the shit you had to hear is so fucking weird, bro, because so similar. Bro, I would have been I think I was 16. It's really hard to remember, to be honest, but I was about 16. All the boys were playing Scrumpy Hands, you do Scrumpy Hands?
Yes.
So we're doing Scrumpy Hands. And then we had like vodka and shit as well. We started off at a house drinking, and then, let's go for a walk, 'cause it's boring, it's fucking boring here. Bit of drama, I think some drama happened, and then we're like, alright, let's leave, let's get the fuck out of here. And we continued the journey, and we were around this street, I think it was like St Kilda or somewhere, so it's in St Kilda, St Clair, whatever. There's all these like, for sale, house signs, for sale signs and whatnot. And we thought it'd be funny to start trying to like hurdle over them. Do hurdles, fucking Olympics, this fucking drunk Olympics of Scrumpy Hands and shit like that, bro. And we're munted, bro. We're absolute minces, bro. Fucking minces. And we're jumping over these signs. We're not really jumping over them, we're just fucking tackling them down pretty much. No luck of doing that. And obviously someone has a bit of a cry, one of the neighbours, I think. Naughty boys, drinking, yelling, swearing, damaging property. Next minute, fucking cops pull up. About three cars, or a couple of cars, and I think like a big van and lots of fucking the dogs, fucking German shepherds and whatnot, bro. And bro, a lot of us. There's about like 4 or 5 people that sort of stayed behind, like, well, we didn't do anything, and then a lot of us like, fuck this, I'm getting out of here, because I've already been in trouble, bro. Like I'm already knowing, and these guys don't know that. Like I've already been through trouble, but not with them. So for me to run away, I got some shit to hide, bro. I'm not fucking found again. So I'm fucking getting the fuck out of there. So I run, and I'm pissed as. I'm in the bush, bro, with this fella, but I hardly hang out with this fella. But he said the funniest thing he said to me, bro, and we're pissed again. Remember, I'm drunk as I'm still holding my scrummy hands, like, oh fuck, bro, oh shit. He's like, bro, if you want to live, follow me. And I was like, what the fuck? Are you Arnold Schwarzenegger, bro? What the fuck's going on? The next minute you hear like fucking like dogs and shit barking, and bro, I got so scared that I didn't follow him because I was like, oh, I don't really know you, bro. I'm not. This is some weird shit, bro. So I fucking left, and I started walking back. I'm drunk and dumb as fuck. I've still got scrumpies in my hands, and I'm walking past, and this guy, the cop comes, and he's fucking like, his dog's scaring me, like sniffing my leg and fucking like getting at my leg, and I'm, oh shit, what the fuck's going on here? He's like, oh, you mate, what are you doing? Where have you come from? I was like, oh, I've just come from home, going to my mates. And he's like, with scrumpies in your hand, taped your hands, mate. I was like, yeah, no, we're having a bit of a laugh and fun. He's like, oh, so you're not with these guys down here then? You're not with these lads down here? I was like, oh, who's that? Who's that, mate? Who's that? Who's those guys? And they're like, Richie. I was like, you fucking idiots, bro, you dickheads.
Oh, no.
And it's funny because they said to me, they're like, oh, you handed yourself in, bro. I was like, I didn't fucking hand myself in, bro. I'm already known by the police. I did not. I'm very known by the police at this stage, and these lads don't know this. these lads don't know this, but I've been in trouble with the police already in Dunedin, quite a few times. So I'm already known. My name's on the fucking report card, bro. Watch this fucker. You know, keep an eye on him because he's a dumbass, and I was. But they're like, Richie, you know, I was like, you fucked it up. And it's funny because we had a chat after, like, oh, bro, you know, you gave yourself in, bro. Like, you gave yourself away, and you gave yourself in, and like you sat in the cop car, and it's like, nah, it's boys. Now you know, boys. I've already been in trouble with the police way prior to this on a couple of occasions, doing really dumb shit. I didn't want. They know who I fucking am. They already know my name. They just know me, and it was shit for me to like then be in trouble again. I was like, fuck, man. And this time I was serious because I was fucking drunk. So I sat in the car, and they're like, oh, so, you know, who did this, who did that, and I was like, oh, just whatever, yeah, whatever. You don't really saying anything. You're just like, oh, okay, oh, what's gonna happen? Oh, am I going to jail? They're like, yeah, you're gonna go in the cell, mate, sober up. And I was like, oh, fuck. So we got arrested, and the group of boys doing dumb shit, and they're all like, these guys, the other boys are like, oh no, I didn't do anything, no. And it's like, you're supposed to not say your name, bro, and you're not supposed to say like what you did and all that. And I was like, boys, I'm already knowing this is the problem. This is what they didn't know. And I was so angry afterwards. And like, bro, you pretty much knocked on yourself, bro. It's like, no. They know who I am. They fucking caught me. And then you fucking idiots go, Richie, over here. You fuck, man. Like, just come over here, bro. And I was like, oh, bro. Terrible way. But I suppose the group of mates say...
yeah, talking about police, I've got a big history with the police, bro.
Yeah.
Big criminal record, not proud of it.
Are you convicted or just diversion?
Yeah, convicted.
Yeah, see, I got diversion, bro.
I was never offered a diversion.
Really? Oh, jeez, okay.
My first charge, was never offered one.
Yeah.
But yeah, my first run-in with the police was 13.
Yeah.
I think, 14. Yeah, and around that time, you know, I was into, I just got into hustling pretty much.
Yeah, bro.
A couple of friends, you know, there's different groups around town, and a friend of mine had been ganked. He'd been ripped off, took some money off, you know, and I knew this other group.
Yeah.
And we won't go right into the drama, but big drama escalated between the two groups, and I was one of the main offenders in that case. And yeah, apologies to everyone that was hurt around that situation. There was, I do really feel guilty about one of the situations, and if you're involved, you'll know about that, and I've apologised to that person. But yeah, so around that situation, sticking up for a friend, bro, and trying to make a name for myself was two things that come to mind. And yeah, I done some really dumb shit, and with an axe, damaged a car, bro. And yeah, pretty much got arrested, and the cops were like, look, you've got two options. At 13, it was youth court, or they said, or you leave town. So two options: leave town, or go to youth court. And so my family supported me hugely through my journey, and yeah, ended up getting sent to my grandparents out of town, and that was a big sort of turning point for me, I suppose, for a hatred for the police. You know, I hated them growing up, and every time I seen them, you know, it was a thing of just...
Fuck those guys.
Yeah. They sent me away from, my town, and I look at it now, bro. You know, they're doing a job.
They're doing the job ultimately.
They're doing a job, and they're human. You get some.
Yeah. Oh, you get some power trippers, bro, and
some marginal ones
and all that, bro. Yeah.
And
but that's what I had, bro. This is, bro. It's so we're sitting in the police car, bro. Me and this other fella. Again, no names, but we get taken in. We actually had one opportunity that night in the police car when they had to go to another situation. We had the opportunity to get the fuck out of the car, but we were handcuffed. We were handcuffed.
Yeah.
But we had the opportunity, bro. We could get out right now. They haven't actually locked the doors because I think we're just probably young lads being dumbasses drunk, right? But we get to the cell and we're in separate cells, and I'm sitting there going, oh fuck. And the guy, you know, I'm doing fingerprints, I'm doing photo, all that silly bro. I'm sitting there going,
in the system
fuck,
now,
bro.
mate.
that was my wake up call for me for doing really extremely dumb shit, right? With a group of people. I was like, no, I gotta cut this shit out. The guy's like, hey mate, you know, you're the legal age of not having to call your parents. Would you like us to call your mum, mate? And I was like, no, it's all good, bro. I'll just sober up here, I guess, like you said, and I'll find my way home. They're like, no worries, mate, that's all good. Bro, 4 hours later, I've sobered up, had a little sleep on the shitty blue, you know, the blue little prison style mat, bro. Seeing this cold ass concrete fucking cell.
Gym mats.
Bro, that was shit hairs, bro. Fucking some other, you can hear all the crazies coming through, all the people that have been doing dumb shit, fucking screaming and shit. And I was like, oh, see, I don't want to be part of that shit. I ain't in that fucking category. Fuck this shit, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Guy comes up, fucking cop comes up, bro, and he's like, all right, we're going to take you home. I was like, oh, no, that's all good. I'll just walk home. I've walked home from fucking, like, North Dunedin all the way to my house. Easy as. Like, no, we've called your mum. Oh, what the fuck? I said, don't call my fucking, don't fucking call my parents, bro. What
You're
the
in for it now, boy.
Bro, I was fucking in for it, eh?
Yep.
When your parents look at you that way, bro, fuck, that's it. I got home and I think it was mum, she answered the door. A cop car dropped me off at like 3 in the morning, bro, 4 in the morning, whatever the fucking time it was. Bro, that is the most heart-destroying look your mum can ever give you, bro, is it's not even disappointment, it's just like,
come on.
You're shit, mate. What the fuck? I brought you up. I've done my best to be a parent, and they're amazing parents. Amazing parents. They've done so much, bro, and to get us through so much crazy shit in our life. We went through a lot of family dramas, bro. Some big shit, and they held together like glue, bro. And that's what inspires me, you know. And then to see what I've done and to give her that fuck, bro, it crushed me, because I knew she was crushed, and I was like, if she's crushed, my dad's so fucking crushed, because I'm the son. I'm the oldest son, bro.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be
setting the example.
leading the example, bro. Yeah. Exactly right, man. And I wasn't.
Yeah.
And bro, we had those chats. But I rock up to the courthouse, or not to the courthouse, sorry, not yet. I'll go to the police station. I go there, go see like the constable in charge of the case or whatever, or the guy, the attendant. I don't know who it was. Some guy upstairs, must have been important. Go on there, and he's like, okay, sweet, bro. So what's going to happen is you're going to go to your youth court, go through the youth court system. You're going to get community service most likely, and it's a diversion. You're lucky it's not a conviction because there's damaged property of real estate signs and all that, which costs thousands of dollars for placement and stuff like that, advertising. Okay, what about the other fella? Like, what's happened with him? Is he in the same? No, mate, he was a pussy. This is legit what the cop said. No, mate, your mate was a pussy. He came up here with his mother with a sorry letter, and he cried to me while his mum did most of the talking.
Oh, no.
And I said, what the fuck? So if my boys, if my mates are watching this shit, they're going to know who that fucker was. Yeah. And yes, you big sooky bitch, bro. I did my fucking time. If you do the crime, you do the fucking time, man. You didn't.
Yeah.
You cried about it, bitched about it, and you got your mum to do the talking. I went up there and faced that shit by myself, and then I did a community service. But you know what? I didn't mind community service, bro. You know why? Because I was at the Edgar Centre, and it was girls playing netball. So every day after high school, bro, I'll do community service. All good, bro.
That's the easiest community service
I've heard of. Just pick up rubbish and watch girls play netball. Fuck yeah, baby, let's go. Yeah, that was me, bro. That was me done. But I'd never do it again, bro. You know, like that was okay. That, you know, being handcuffed again and then seeing my mum's look, bro, and the dad just bro, it really, like, that was my wake up call for me to not do dumb shit. It didn't stop me from drinking. I drank even more and more, and we'll get to that. But that was me done with like the whole police thing, bro. You know, like, so, no, I'm not doing that shit again.
Yeah, I suppose. Thing that's just popping in my head, you know, like, because I was so young and on my journey independently, you know, I didn't really have role models to pull me back in or to be disappointed. So the only person, bro, like, you know, I'd get wasted and then I'd have to deal with it all myself. Whatever I created, there was no one to run to. I could call people. Yeah. I had family, good family, supportive people to call. Yeah. But not on the physical. Yeah. Most of my, sad to say, bro, but most of my role models and people I looked up to for guidance growing up were gangsters.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, they were hustlers,
Yep.
street people.
Yep.
You know, learn how the streets work, how you survive,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And
How you put bread on your table, bro.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. And it's it was just I think a way of, you know, the life I started to live. I got so used to it. It was just that's all I knew. You know,
That was your life, bro.
Yeah,
That's
And it
what your life was.
As
you know?
much as I wanted to have a normal life, a normal, you know, just a normal life. How everyone looks at a normal
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
You might have your dramas here and there, but
a normal life.
normal life with, your picket white fence and all that stuff. Just
Yes, bro. Yeah.
So, and not having I suppose a stable home was a massive thing for me.
Yeah.
And being taken into my partner's family, and the love they had, their love dynamic was a lot different to my family growing up.
Yeah.
You know, coming from a single mum with 3 kids, my parents broke up quite early.
Yep.
You know, Dad was in the North Island, and my mum and Dad's relationship wasn't the best. So,
Yep. And that would definitely put some sort of effect on you in a certain way, you know, like
definitely, even going through school and stuff.
because you're
like
looking
that.
for your normal, bro, and you're like, well, is this the normal, you know? That's the thing. You know?
Definitely going through school and stuff like that. You know, parent day. Going to sports. Mum was, and shout out to you, Mum. I love you, Mum. She was massive with my sports growing up.
Yeah.
She was always there. Took me to all. You know, tried to bring as much positive stuff into my life as possible. She was my father growing up.
Yeah, bro.
But there was always that thing there, you know, you'd see the families together and,
Yeah.
you know, or the dad at the rugby game, you know.
Yeah, bro. Go, son. Go.
Yeah, stuff
Go,
like
son.
that. And there would always be a you know, a bit of a gut-wrenching feeling in there. But I think, I don't know the full story of my father, and I still need to connect with my father and talk more to him about, you know, the ins and outs of how everything was when I was growing up. But so the family dynamic was, our family, both of our family, you know, completely different.
Yeah, bro.
And I suppose that definitely had an effect on my teenage years, with my addiction and the people I hung out with and all that sort of stuff. So for me,
it's sad, bro, because like I had the family together, but me like thinking right now and like going back, bro, I never took advantage of that. I never realised that because I had it. So you don't kind of realise what you have until it's gone. You get what I mean? Like, and I had that, bro. Like, yes, we had some amazing moments, and Christmases were always massive. Like, it was always beautiful, bro. But man, like listening to you, and you know, you didn't grow up really with like a father figure and all that. Like, it breaks me, bro, because I don't think I really took advantage of having one, bro. You know, like I didn't. That's shit, bro. You know, like, and even though. And you know, and even though I realise those moments where I disappoint them, it's like, fuck, it's crazy, bro. Like, damn, it's hard to think back, and go, damn, I didn't take advantage of having a family that was together. Like, fuck, I could have done more. I could have loved more. I could have made a lot more memories. Then, you know, and we have lots, but it's like I go back and I'm like, man, I could have done so much more, bro.
Yeah.
But I didn't, and it's like too late now. So that's why I love my family I've got now.
Yep.
I love.
Yeah, bro.
I love like our thing, you know, we get one day a week together, and it's so fucking important to me. So
and
it's
I give that up to you, bro.
Rush, bro. Rush.
Give that up to you every Sunday.
Man.
You know, the brother, I've noticed that no matter what's on, if anything comes up on a Sunday, it goes out the window. It's all about your family on Sunday.
Has to be, bro. Has to be. I fought so long, for so hard, bro, like, to get work to give me this fucking Sunday, bro. I need that. You have to have a day with your family, bro, where nothing else really matters. I need to be there because when I was an alcoholic, I'm an alcoholic, bro. I've been sober nearly 3.5 years, but I wasn't there a lot during their like the younger years, you know, their births and all that. Like, I was there, but there was a lot of drinking, bro. There's a lot of drinking involved, like, And I think a lot of that was like really scary shit for me. I was like, fuck, you know, I'm becoming a
Father.
father. I'm becoming.
That is a scary thing.
I'm a husband. Like, fuck, this is some scary shit. It means I'm growing up. It means I'm getting older. It means I've got some big decisions to make. It means I've got to look after these little human beings, bro. And it was scary for me. But it was also like, oh, this also means I can't fucking drink. I can't hang out with my boys anymore. I can't go and smoke some weed or something like that. I can't do that anymore.
Yep.
And that scared me too, because I needed that, bro. I wanted that, because I could be someone else and disappear and escape what's in here, bro.
Yeah, yes.
The scariest thing about being sober, bro, the scariest thing about being sober, guys, is that you have to face all of this sober.
Yeah.
It is fucking hard work. It is so scary. You need to have, and I'm grateful that I have it, but you need to have a really strong mental strength to get through some of the shit that you think of when you're sober. Because when you're drunk, bro, you can disappear, bro, and become someone completely different.
Yep.
Whether it's good or a bad thing.
Put that mask on for
Bro.
the night, become whoever you want to be.
Bro, it's insane, man. It's just, it's sad, eh? It's just fucking, you know. Because were you a big drinker, bro, or more drugs side of things?
So for me, bro, I was always the sober driver.
Yeah, okay.
Sober driver, meaning the stone driver. Shout out to all the boys. All the boys knew that they could ring me, and
Yeah.
I wasn't a big drinker, but when I would drink, I'd drink.
But driving high, bro, like.
Yeah, and it just, bro, it's just growing up in Nelson, bro, that was massive. It was just a massive thing about a very popular thing to do was to go out to a scenic area and sit there and chop up and smoke bongs. And that was throughout my whole teenage life. All of our friends groups, once we all started getting cars, it was, let's go meet out here for a session. And, a lot of the boys would work. We'd go meet them after work, and, and that was massive growing up. Just massive weed culture up there. And I think, it just became so normalised.
Yeah, bro, yeah.
And then later on down the track, when I was, getting older, other drugs were normalised and in our circles. And because up in Nelson, the friends groups and circle, such a small town, bro, everyone knows everyone. So your friends group will start mixing with this friends group, who mixes with this friends group, who mixes with your friends group. So it all goes back around.
For me, though, that is scary, bro. This is what I hate, and I hate it with a passion, bro, is knowing a lot of people.
Yeah.
Someone knows of someone that knows someone that knows someone, and we all fucking know each other, right?
Yeah.
And when someone passes, fuck, I knew that person, bro. That driving when you're high, I think, is a different. It's still, I think it's very dangerous. It is.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's dangerous.
Dangerous as fuck, right?
Yeah.
But drink driving, bro, that's fucking horrible. I lost a mate to drink driving, bro. He was sweet as, he had the choice, and he got in a taxi, and when the bros disappeared, this is the story that I've heard of and is what's been told to me. He then got the taxi driver to turn around. He said he was fine. He hopped in his own car, and he drove, and he didn't make it home. It was fucked.
Yeah.
And it made me think, bro. And the scariest part about this, and these boys don't know this, is that night when we heard of what happened, that he drove and didn't make it home, we were all fucking shocked, all depressed, all sad. I guess we started our mourning process of thinking about the good times. And I wasn't a big close mate with him, but he was a mate and had some crack up memories, had some really good memories of the fella. And all my love to him and all his friends and family. It's still a big thing that I wear on my head, because that night I got in a car with my friend and I drove home. The bro was drunk driving. I was drunk as fuck. We were sitting in his truck, bro. We lived on the same street, up on Somerville Street. And we were sitting there, bro, with our recliners back, him as well. Bro, we're going like 120, 150, drunk as fuck, up Somerville Street, going up, bro. Fuck. And I'm sitting there going, fuck. And like the windows open, bro, so all the cold air's coming in my face. And all I can think of is the bro, like, he made that decision to drunk drive home, and he's fucking gone, and here I am in the car doing the same thing.
Yeah.
That's so fucked, bro. Like, I still think about that. It's a memory that's embedded here because I'm like, how can I lose a mate that's just made that dumb decision,
the same thing, yeah.
and I've just done the fucking same thing, but I made it home. But it's just like, fuck, what the fuck? Why did I do that?
But yeah, no, it's one of those things, driving intoxicated, yeah, lots of mates did it growing up. And it just became normalised, man.
Yeah.
And we'd always try and stop the boys. But like you're saying, bro, once you leave that situation, it's up to the person at the end of the day.
I don't think you think about what the outcome could possibly be, because you're like, no, it won't happen to me. And I think that's what the bro thought. He's like, no, I'll be sweet as, I'll make it home. But he fucking didn't.
Yeah.
It's...
Yeah. And we had a bro who was a really bad drink driver growing up. And, yeah, unfortunately, he lost his brother, and he was quite distraught about that for years and years. Really messed him up, bro. And he moved. Anyway, me and the bro were really close. We grew up together, did course together. He ended up moving up to Auckland, and same thing. Had a car crash. I'm pretty sure. He was under the influence, and just growing up with him, I always thought back to those times where he did drink drive, and we did try and stop him and things like that. And it's really sad to lose people.
Bro.
Especially at the young ages, lots of young people.
But they took that fucking chance, bro, under the influence, and they lost their lives. And here I am, or here we are,
doing the same
fucking thing. It's like, I almost feel like I've fucking disrespected my friend in a way. By going, oh, you did it and you didn't make it, and I'll be fine though. But it's like, fuck, it's so... I feel like that's so wrong for me even to like think like that, bro.
Well,
I did at that time, I did. I was young and dumb, bro. I was young and dumb.
Whenever alcohol, drugs are in the picture, bro, your mind, you can... It's like a switch. Like, that switch can flip, and you'll do things that you'd never do when you're sober.
That's what I'm saying,
the
bro.
next
like,
day,
you think you're invincible,
and,
bro.
Yeah, and you think about it, and you have so much regret. You have, all these things of, oh, I wish I didn't do that. And then in a month's time, you could be doing it again.
Oh, fuck.
And it becomes a repeat cycle.
Yeah. Like I did my 18th birthday party, bro, was me and a couple of flatmates and a couple of mates in my parents' house that they were renting out to me while they moved back to Auckland for Dad's job. I did 21 shots for my 18th birthday just to be a fucking cool guy.
Yeah,
it was
exactly, bro.
21 vodka shots, boom, 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 boom. I blacked out, boom, on the floor. I get back up, what do? Start drinking again. Everyone's like, no, you've had enough. I'm like, fuck off, it's my party. I'll fucking drink if I want to. You ain't gonna stop me. I'll drink. Shut the fuck up. I'll drink. Oh, okay, whatever, bro. You can't stop me from drinking. This is my fucking birthday. Fuck off. And I'd continue drinking, bro. And the next minute, we're going to a party. Yeah, I'm coming. No, yeah, I'm coming. Okay, you're coming. I'm out the window. I'm on the motorway. Out the window, go, fucking vomit on the motorway, and like, this is so fun. Fuck yeah. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, boys. Yeah. Walk up to a house party. I'm feeling a bit better because I've had a power chuck, right? I've got all the bad shit out. Just drunk as fuck, bro. Start drinking again. It's this big mansion sort of up in the hills. I don't know where the fuck it was. Might have been Mary Hill, maybe. Don't know. Somewhere in Dunedin. Bro's fucking... I think it was like his girlfriend's place, I think. Big fucking party, bro. Lots of people. I was like, fuck yeah, this is my time to be a menace and have fun. And I want to be the spotlight. I'm the man of the show. This is my fucking party, baby. Let's go. It's my birthday too, bitches. I'm taking over. Walk up to the house. I sort of disappear. I'm walking to... This is the part I don't remember, so I'm just going off what the bro said. He said, bro, I seen you walk into the garden room, which is in the middle of the house. It's like a kitchen area with lots of plants and all that. And it's just like a outdoor sort of smokers area kind of thing, or whatever you want to call it, conservatory. I'm walking there, bro. Big ass gangster, bro. Big ass gangster, big fucker. And he's smoking a cigarette. And remember, I'm not a smoker, but when I'm drinking, I'll have a smoke. Walk up to the fella. I grab his cigarette out of his mouth, and he's a big boy apparently. I put it in my mouth. put it back in his mouth, and I tap his face and go, shot bolt, and I walk off. Biggest motherfucker. Guess what? I wake up, back in the car. What the fuck's going on, boys? We got to get out of here. We got to sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. We got to get out of here. What the fuck? What happened? I can't remember anything. They're like, no, you fucking you blacked out again, bro. But you just did some real dumb shit, and when you got to get the fuck out. So we're taking you home. I was like, fuck, okay, whatever. Woke up that morning, bro, and they came in. They're like, bro, you got to lay low for a fucking while. And I was like, why? They're like, bro, big fucking gangster, bro. Big gangster, big gangster. And you're lucky because he laughed a little bit, but then I think he was pissed off because you took the cigarette out of his mouth, smoked it, his cigarette that he was smoking, put it back in his mouth for him, tapped him on the face. Bro, you're lucky you're not dead right now. that guy's like, that guy's big, bro. I was like, oh, you bullshit, you fucking lying. No, man, because again, when I'm drunk, bro, I'm immortal, I'm invincible, bro. I'm tough as, bro. And I what? And when I was drunk, bro, it was so dangerous for me because I had no limits, bro. I didn't care. I did not care, bro. Whatever the outcome was, that's just going to be the outcome. I didn't care. I was not scared of nothing, man. Nothing scared me, bro. Yeah. I was almost looking for that.
Yeah,
that scare factor, bro. I was almost looking for that scare factor. Like, I want something to be scary, bro. I'm like, oh shit, but nothing scared me, bro. That's what's so fucking dangerous about drinking, bro.
Yeah.
But that's what I loved about drinking was I could become something I was not.
I suppose,
I'm not immortal.
Look back at the 2 times I blacked out. I was blackout drunk.
Fuck.
And I only found out what I did in the morning by the people that were there that night.
Yeah. And
one of the nights that's a really memorable night for me is, and alcohol, bro, makes you do some stupid shit.
Oh, bro.
So I'm hanging out with some young boys I went to Polytech with, and we were in town for some drinks for that weekend, and I start getting angry drunk.
Yes, bro.
I seen someone that did something, and it apparently just turned me into, went from being a happy Victor to angry Victor, and then the boys thought, oh, we'll just get a few more drinks into him and it'd be sweet. And first time I ever touched absinthe, and last time I ever touched absinthe.
Oh, bro, that shit.
I got taken to a bar and had a shot of absinthe, 1 shot of absinthe, and that just, after that I remember the bro dragged me out to the strip club, first and only time I've ever been to a strip club. Didn't really like it.
What, bro? Which one did you go to? The men's one or something? Well, the fucking men's strip club, bro.
The bad thing was I had a missus at the time, so it was like, I've got this missus.
Yeah.
And a couple of my missus' friends were there.
Hey. See, they like it.
Bro, as soon as I walked up, and I seen one of her mates, and she was like, oh, hey, like, what are you up to? And I was just like, oh.
Fucking texting the missus,
like
what the fuck's he doing here?
Shame kicked in straight away. I was like, oh, no.
Shit.
I was like, I'll get over it. And then we walked over to this, watching the show, as you do.
Yeah, boy.
And one of the ladies that walks out was someone that I know's daughter.
Oh.
And I'm just like, oh, no. And, anyway, we won't talk about that anymore. Well, yeah. Ended up leaving the strip club, bro, and my missus was in town that night. So she was in with her girls in town and doing her thing, and I ended up, it was something like she'd found out that I was fucking pissed as, and she came and saved me, or something like that, bro. But yeah, I ended up being with my missus, and we're walking through this car park, and a wolf whistle comes out of nowhere. So there's this group of guys over here, and a wolf whistle at my missus.
Yeah.
Bro, and just,
that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's us, bro. Like, who the fuck the wolf? And I knew the guys. I knew one of the guys that was with the guy that wolf whistled. He's a big fella too, the guy.
Fuck.
And the bro, lost my shit, went off at him, and my mate comes over and just said to me, bro, calm down. I remember saying too, calm down, bro, just leave it, you're pissed as fuck, just go home. And I'm like, still rowling up, still wanting to go this guy. And my mate goes, bro, he'll destroy you. Just turn around and go home.
I hate hearing that. I hate hearing that about, oh, you'll get fucked up, you'll get destroyed.
Yeah, and it's just like, I'm gonna, bro, that's in my mindset, I'm gonna drop this guy.
Yeah,
but bro, yeah. But anyway, so my mate that's trying to help me, he turns around and says, Victor, you turn around and walk away now, or I'm gonna have to knock you out. And that's all I remember. And then I woke up in the morning with a sore jaw in my bed, and
Yeah.
sort of like everything, all the memories
And then
started
you're like,
piling
"Oh,
back.
shit."
I was like, oh. But shout out to you, brother. You probably saved me from a mean hiding that night, even though you had to do what you did.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was, that's all based around alcohol, bro. And
That's fuck.
that was scary for me. Like all the drugs I've taken and all that sort of stuff. That blackout, uncontrollable thing that alcohol does is very scary because you don't know what you're doing. You find out the next day and you're like, who was that?
And you don't believe it.
No, yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
nah, that didn't
You
happen.
have
It's
to be
like,
told
fucking
what
happened,
you
mate.
did.
It
and
fucking
it's-
happened.
Yeah,
Because you were somebody else, bro. You disappeared.
yeah.
But yeah, bro, I know what you mean by the whole like blackout drunk thing, bro. It's scary, eh? Like
Yeah.
going through a night of absolute fucking mayhem, and you're getting like little flashbacks, and you're putting this little puzzle together, going, well, fuck, they're telling me the truth because now that I can kind of slightly recall, I have the taste of cigarette in my mouth, so.
Yeah.
And I'm not a smoker,
Yeah.
bro. I don't smoke.
Well, you
I
wake
don't
up with
like
a
it,
sore
bro.
jaw and you go,
Bro,
what the fuck?
exactly, bro. But I hate the taste, bro. So I hate the smell and I hate the taste. So for me to wake up and go, oh, that's fucking disgusting. Like,
Yeah.
I knew that the boys were telling the truth, and it was scary. And I did lay low. I lay low for a couple of days. I was like, yeah, don't post anything. Don't go on social media. Don't just look over your shoulder. Yeah, hopefully not getting recognised, But it's like, yeah, blackout drunk, man. Like I had many of those times, eh?
Yeah.
Many of those times.
Yeah, and I suppose around that sort of 15 to 18 age, studying, I got into another addiction of cars.
Yeah.
Cars, and my second year at Polytech, I became qualified mechanic.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I'm really proud of, bro. I've done 2 years of study.
Yes, mate.
I got a scholarship to do my Polytech, and
Yep.
it's one of my, big achievements in life. Leaving school, I never thought I'd have an education.
Yep.
I could read and write fine. I was really good at maths, but just hated the school environment. And,
Yeah, bro.
there was a couple of us that went from our first year, of course, which was our pre-trade.
Yep.
We're actually the guinea pigs of this pre-trade too. We were the first people in the country that got to experience this pre-trade course through NMIT.
Okay.
It was for high school dropouts
Yeah.
that needed a direction in life, and
Kind of a cool program.
it was a very, really cool program, bro. And the people that I met there, because we were all similar, we all didn't fit in at school.
Yeah.
It's a really cool space to learn, and I met some lifelong friends through that course.
Yep.
A lot of them have passed away, unfortunately.
It's not me, bro. It's
Yeah,
fucked,
yeah. Had a really good handful of mates through that course. And a whole different bunch of people. We had street people, we had hunters, we had farmers, we had just all different walks of life.
Yeah,
and
right,
so it was really cool to mix with, those kinds of people. And going back to the whole car addiction, yeah, so that was a big, a big scene growing up was the boy racer scene. And my first car, I bought a Skyline. So, at 15 years old.
Typical bloody boy racer car,
Yeah,
eh?
15 years old. Well, actually, no. Yeah. I think, about 15 years old, bro, having a Skyline, amongst your friends, bro, that guy's got a Skyline and he's so young. So I was quite known for that.
Yeah.
I had a big black dog too, big black lab.
Do you think people hung out with you because you had the car?
Of course, bro.
That's
of course.
it, eh?
Yeah.
But whether
And
you mate?
I think I was lucky because I had a missus at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I seen it back then. There was girls that wanted to know you. There was, people wanted to hang out with you on the weekend.
Because of the car, bro.
Yeah,
That's
the car. Yeah,
That's the shit part, bro. That's why it's so hard, bro. Because we've fought so fucking hard to fit in with people, bro. And we know the way to do it is by having something that someone wants to be a part of, bro.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Or doing something that person's doing.
So
too.
having the car
club.
having the car to be able to fit in, to be a part of the car club.
That's it, bro.
Yeah, and so that was a massive addiction, bro. Going into that Polytech scene, I had bros that worked at tyre shops, and I used to love popping tyres.
Yeah, bro.
So every weekend, our group of mates would go to the skids, and there was so every weekend I was driving, and all my mates would come and they'd drink. So that was sort of,
Yeah.
I'd loved the whole rush of doing burnouts and the adrenaline and always
Yeah,
on
bro.
edge, playing that cat and mouse game with the police.
Yeah.
You know, that was a big part of my growing up, and then getting into bring it forward to when they brought the crushing law out, and
Oh, bro.
so I clocked up.
What was the colour sticker though? Like, is it green, pink? What is it?
You get green and you
Yeah.
get pink, so you got 2 stickers, green and pink.
And then you get your car crushed.
No, so you get your car crushed if you get caught doing burnouts.
Right.
They impound your vehicle.
Yeah.
They green sticker it, so it gets impounded and green stickered anyway. Yeah,
And then crushed anyway, don't you?
license taken off you 28 days on the spot.
Fuck.
Still got to go to court and then get another conviction for sustained loss attraction. But you need to get 3 sustained loss attractions in a row
Yep.
to be able to have your car crushed. And so they brought out the crushing law, and you know, I went from a 20 skidder to a 25 deck,
Yeah.
and car people know what I'm talking about. So I'm 16, bro. I have this 25 deck skidder. I'm living life. I'm the man, and you know, doing skids everywhere and
Yeah.
being a menace. But yeah, it put me right on the radar with the cops. They had
Yes,
already
bro.
known me from other previous incidents,
Yeah.
but this was like, okay, now we've got something we can really just
Yeah.
you know, target him for.
Bro.
And so it got to the point where I had a few different cars through those years, but Skylines were always my, you know, and there was this one car that I had, it was this big Holden BK, and there was this one cop, and we called him Terminator. Shout out to Terminator.
Terminator.
Bro, all the boys up in Nelson know who Terminator is.
He'll be back.
Yeah, and just he looked like the guy of the Terminator.
Yeah.
With the cop, the shades.
Oh
and that.
yeah, the fucking what do you call it? What are they called? Pilot glasses or something, aren't they? Or, aviators, bro. That's it.
So that guy, bro, yeah, he picked on me for years, and it got to the point where he would see my car, even if I wasn't driving it, and he would just start sending me tickets in the mail.
That's
So instead of
bullshit,
pulling
eh?
me over, he would
Yeah.
know that I'm on my restricted or learners,
Yeah.
and he would just send these fines to. So in 1 week, I ended up clocking up like 8 tickets or something just from him seeing me, and it was a form of harassment, really.
That's bullshit, eh?
I ended up writing in.
That's one of the bad cops, bro. That's one of the power trippers.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Well, he just wanted this quota. Each ticket, they get something.
Yeah, it's
extra.
like a commission, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, just so for years, bro, I was battling the cops for, you know, losing my license with demerits and all this stuff, and then it really came to an end when, yeah, I you know, was at the point nearly getting my car crushed, and I was just like, this is just I'm wasting all this money, and you know, like I think back on it now, I was doing it for myself because I loved it and loved the adrenaline rush.
That's it, bro.
But there were people out there in that scene that were doing it to impress, you know, to show off or whatever. But yeah, so that was a big part of my addiction, and I suppose kept me away from the drinking, because every weekend I loved, oh yeah, where's the next
the
car meet?
adrenaline thing instead of
Yeah. So that was a big part of growing up. And then I swapped, bro. So my addiction swapped from, I really wanted to get a job. I really wanted to, after leaving Polytech, I've worn many hats and jobs. I've been in so many different industries. My first job was on a golf course. Let's just say, didn't end that well, and I was that young at the time that, I may have done something very stupid. Not saying I did do it, but I may have done something that was very stupid, and I regret doing that now. But it was and it was young, dumb, bro. You think, you know, you take things personal.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
What they did was actually just a business decision, and I didn't take it that well. And but funny about that story was my course tutor messaged me and goes, "Oh, hey, I heard this little birdie just told me this and that, and this is you, eh?" No, it wasn't me. Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't me, but yeah, shout out to you, bro, it wasn't me.
Too low, too bad.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, bro. Sorry about that, bro.
Yeah, that's going back like 18
it's
years,
crack
you
up,
know.
bro, it's
And,
crack up.
we live and we learn. And,
Bro, that's it, man. Yeah.
and moving on to sort of different job areas in life and what I wanted to do, and the whole mechanic thing, that was a big big thing for me. And after getting qualification, it was like, what do I do with it? What do I do with it now? I'm qualified. I'm 16. I've got all these, like, a year of trade certificates.
Yeah.
I had so much trade certificates from that year.
Bro, for someone that didn't like school, didn't do well in school, just didn't like it, bro, you got some massive achievements behind you, bro. You should be proud as of that, man. That's massive. Because that's like me, bro. Like, I didn't like school, failed school. School wasn't for me, and I wasn't for school. I definitely wasn't for school. They didn't want me, all right. But I've got achievements, bro. Like, I ended up somehow by doing other, because I went to film and tele, bro. I went to film and television and studied that. And did 2 years of film and tele, one in Dunedin, one in North Shore up in Auckland, which was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But that's when I could see, I remember like seeing Dad and Mum so proud of me that I achieved that.
Yeah.
And then going back and remembering Mum and Dad seeing me at the door drunk as arrested, and it's like, man, I feel like I've covered that up now. Like, that's been blanketed now. It's been, I've earned.
You've overridden it from the achievement.
I've reached manhood now. You know what I mean? Like, I've given you what I couldn't give you for something to do with proudness. You know, like, I couldn't give that to you when I was going to school and not going to school and being a dickhead and doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
I owe this to you. This is for me. I earned it, but this is for you guys. Because this is what should have fucking happened in the first place.
Yeah.
Those achievements, but I did it later. I got it later at a later date, and I did something different, and it was something that I wanted to do, and bro, it was awesome. It's cool, man. It's cool. Like, you should be proud of you, bro. Proud of yourself, man, because that's awesome.
Yeah.
For someone that didn't like school, fucking hated it, right?
Yeah.
Bro, you've got some big achievements behind you as a young man still. That's awesome,
I really
bro.
don't. There's days that I have to remind myself of my journey and the good stuff.
Yeah.
Because, there's a lot of bad stuff. But, looking back on, I tried in life. I did try. I wasn't just gave up because I, had no hope or no direction. I tried to make a path for myself, and, a lot of those paths sort of, they may have led to nowhere, but they were all learning lessons, I think, and helped me, through life to develop skills in my life that I used later on.
Yep.
But the workforce, those, going back to my first job, bro, fishing. Fishing industry is riddled with drugs and alcohol. Back when I first, I just remembered a really bad story, and I will actually touch on it because it should have never happened. I can't get in trouble for it. But my second trip out to sea, we came back in, unloaded, and then I'm 14 years old, Westport, still a young boy, and get taken to the pub, and I get given a couple of beers, and I already had my sea legs. It's my second trip out, and the whole, bro, I get off the boat and everything's like this. I feel drunk already, but we got down there, the whole crew gets on the piss, get back to the boat, and I'm exhausted from the trip we've just had, and I crash out. We're supposed to be getting another skipper that's supposed to show up in the morning. I wake up at about 2 o'clock in the morning, the boat's starting, and we're leaving port. And I'm just going, I'm a bit disorientated, getting up out of bed, got up, and went up the stairs. There's no relief skipper. It's the drunk skipper that was supposed to be leaving the next day, and he's trying to sail out.
Fuck.
And on the way out, trying to leave the port, we smashed in. If anyone knows the Westport, the old Westport wharf, as you're leaving, there's like these massive poles where the old wharf used to be.
Yeah.
And the whole back of the boat swung around and smashed into those poles.
Fuck.
And so that was my second trip out. I'm 14 years old, in Westport, I've got, young boy, bro, scared for my life pretty much.
Yeah.
That was a really scary, and that involved alcohol.
That's it, bro.
The decision to, we'll just leave now and we won't wait for the proper channels.
Bro, and there's zero benefits. There is zero benefits with alcohol drinking There's zero benefits with drugs, bro. Zero. I can't name one benefit at all, and socialising is not one of them because you can socialise sober.
Yeah.
And you're way more aware of all your situation and your surroundings when you're sober.
I know there's probably
benefits.
people out there that are going to disagree and be like, no, well, there is scientific benefits with a couple of glasses of wine at night with you after your dinner. Yeah, there might be, but we're talking about there's no benefit with the intoxication that comes from it.
No, there's not, bro. Like,
There's these scientific studies that come out around LSD and cybacillin, which is magical mushrooms.
Yeah.
They're actually prescribing it overseas now as like an antidepressant, and it helps people. But I look at pharmaceutical drugs, illegal drugs, and alcohol. In my mind, as an addict from where I've come from, I look at it all the same as a substance or a liquid or something that intoxicates you and makes you think differently from your normal state of mind.
Yeah.
And bro, that could be, tramadol. It could be your pill that your doctor prescribes you for your antidepressant.
But what comes before the drug or the alcohol? Money, right?
Yeah.
So whether it's science or whatever, are people really benefiting from it? Do they think they're actually getting, like, is this actually good? I don't think so. Like, it's all to do with money.
Yeah.
It's money.
And
they don't want you to get better.
The thing for big pharma, and what I notice, especially with, going through the health system, and it was a massive decision for me at the time. But and I suppose this being open and honest, I am at the moment quitting marijuana. So that's a massive goal of mine this year, bro.
Freaking awesome, man.
I've been addicted to weed for it would be coming up 18 years. Yeah. 18 years of my life of, for a good, say, 10 or 15 of those daily weed smoker. Yeah. Daily.
Shit.
See,
I loved weed, bro. I love weed. I did. I loved it. I loved the smell of it. And I loved what it did for me. It gave me a nice calm mind, but I could also feel like I could think better, which is a load of shit.
Yeah.
It is a load of shit.
Yeah, it is.
It's so bad. It's
placebo.
It's terrible, mate. It's like another drunken effect, right? But do you remember, what do you call it? Synthetics, bro. Bro.
Yeah. So we still have to touch on that.
Yeah. And I was addicted to that. I became addicted to synthetics. There was one called Illusion. So in Auckland, I moved to Auckland for my second year of film school, and I started working in hospitality. Yeah. Where I became when you work in hospitality, and I know there's a lot of people that I know that work in hospitality, and you're going to try and tell me that you don't. You're in the fucking environment for big drinking. People drinking around you, having fun. Looks fun. Looks awesome. You're going to tune in. You want to do the same thing. You want to do what they're doing, and then you see the dumb shit too. But you're like, no, that's not me. You're behind the bar. You have your staffy, and boom, next minute you're drinking again. I'm sorry, but when you're in hospitality, it's so fucking easy to become an alcoholic, and that's what really kicked it off for me to become an alcoholic. Okay. But drinking for me, bro, it just wasn't enough. So when the synthetics came out, I thought that was like, oh, it's a safe drug. It's it's a safe one. This is sold legally, so it's not that bad.
Shop, bro.
It's not that bad.
Can't be harmful. It's sold in a shop.
So exactly. So So me and the boys, we went and bro, we're smoking this every fucking night. On the weekend, $200 drinks, alcohol, and then we split a bag of Illusion, and this shit was out before it was even studied, bro. Yeah. It was terrible, and we were smoking this and smoking this and smoking this, bro. I was smoking that mixed with weed, and just over and over and over every fucking night, bro. It was so bad, and I seriously think that did some serious damage to me, because I honestly, I truly believe and feel, and I guarantee if I went away and got my brain checked or something like that, I can tell you now, it's definitely shaped my brain in a different way. I feel like I've been damaged from that shit. Yep. Again, no benefits. Yep. At the time, for me, it was a fun escape. It was a legal thing on the shelf, just like alcohol. So I was like, oh, I can do alcohol and that's fine. I can do this and it's fine. Bro, it's so fucking bad, man. Yeah. I was smoking so much shit, bro. It was bad. More than weed.
And I suppose that's the next part of my addiction, bro, was, you know, I was just talking about I wanted to get a job and I wanted to get into a normal life.
Yeah, bro.
So smoking weed, you can't pass a drug test. You can't get into a good job. So unfortunately, the same, brother. I got hooked on the synthetics. What originally was that idea and the concept of, okay, I can't smoke weed to pass the drug test.
Yeah.
All the other boys are doing this to pass the drug test, to smoke synthetics. So, and we all got hooked on it. All of our group, you know, a big part of our group got hooked on it. Right up until nearly when my son was born, I was on synthetics. So for years, bro, for about 17 till 21, so good 4 or 5 years, bro. And yeah, so it started with, you know, just a fun, you know, or the replacement for the weed.
Yeah.
And then it went from being the replacement for the weed to me seeing the amount of profit that could be made off it. And yeah, the shops were selling it, bro.
Yeah, that's
when
it.
you're a few people that were manufacturing it and putting it in the shops. So there was another brand called AK-47.
I don't even think those people. I do not think those people even knew what the fuck they're putting in that shit.
Well, they didn't care, bro. At the end of the day,
Or they didn't care.
they didn't care.
But it's like because it's money again. It's
And
it all
at the
comes back to
time,
that, dollars.
it's like the vapes. I look at it as like the vapes. Like they
Right.
brought it out as a safer alternative than weed. It's a safer alternative.
Yeah.
And that was the whole mind.
fucking worse,
it was the whole mind thing, you know, like
Well, it's the smell's taken away,
Yeah.
and it gives you the same effect.
yeah,
And it was
If
on the
not
shelf
worse.
legal.
yeah.
So
So
what the fuck, bro?
yeah, and then it went from me, you know, just smoking it to selling it. I went to selling it, and you know, that was then I
What,
started.
selling the weed or selling synthetics?
Synthetics.
But synthetics was legal on the shelf, or this is when it was
When
illegal?
it became illegal.
So when it became legal,
but
was
when
the-
it was legal, we used to sell. Like people would run out, and this is
Yeah,
what
right,
this is
yeah,
how it'd be. So, the synthetics was as bad as meth, bro.
Fucking
You get
pros.
your daily users. So daily users needed to have it every day.
Yeah.
And once they ran out, you know, they'd have their sleep, and when they'd wake up from their sleep, how am I going to get my next bag of synthetics?
Well, how many people in K Road, Auckland, Karangahape Road, were doing synthetics and fucking dying, bro?
Yes,
Bro, so many.
And we can touch on that in a second.
When it was illegal.
Touch on that in a second.
Yeah. It's fucked.
And that was really scary for me.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, so, you know, and in the morning, before it was banned, bro, at these head shops, you would call them, or bong, you know, smoke shops,
Yeah.
there'd be a line outside of the people waiting to get in to get their bag. They'd be there at 7 o'clock in the morning waiting till it opened up at 8. And unfortunately, I turned into one of those.
Cosmic Corner.
I turned into one of those people, bro, waiting for the shop to open.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of dignity not to wait out in the line. I'd wait till everyone had gone and got
done
their
their-
shit.
done their
and
shit,
then, and then I'd go in after. But, you know,
bro.
where's the dignity in that even still? Like, but yeah, and then it got to the point where it went black market. And I was running with a circle of people that, yeah, I had say an ex-boss of mine who owned a few different companies, and he started importing the shit and selling it, and I started working for him.
Yeah.
Originally he was just giving me the stuff to sell, and then he started giving me the stuff that you make it with.
Right.
So then I became a manufacturer for synthetics. And yeah, bro, looking back at it, for me, at the time, it was great because
Yeah, bro.
it paid for my addiction. I didn't, you know, I had to go work for it, but I wasn't like all these other people that were going without. I always had something, you know, and but looking back at the destruction and things, all that stuff it caused, I definitely regret it, bro. And some, you know, people that were really close to me really got hurt and really affected their health. And it was, you know, it's one of my biggest regrets in life, I suppose. and that's why when my son was born, I did what I did, and we'll touch on that in a minute.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, so, and I went through years, bro. I quit my job.
Yep.
There's way more money in selling that stuff,
Yep.
and
Dirty money.
yeah, so it was, and there was a, it was almost like a double life, bro. I lived my life
bro.
at home, and I would leave my home life at home, but whatever I did out in the streets, just
Separate.
two different people, bro. Be out doing what I was doing, and anyway, I, going into hustling and all that stuff, you start accumulating things, bro. And I accumulated quite a lot of stuff, and
Some nice shit.
and people start looking at you sort of like,
Where's the money coming from, bro?
Yeah, where's all this money coming from? And oh, well, I want a bit of that.
Yeah.
The people start, I call him the tax man. The tax man comes around, he wants his cut, bro. Especially if you're not a part of an organisation or you don't have the backing, which I didn't. I had my bros. I had a few of my bros, but at the end of the day, when drama turned to drama, it was me and just me. I had to stand on my own too.
So you're getting text. Or the tax collectors.
Well, trying to text me, bro. And it did happen a few times, but they had to take it by force. And it was, that caused more dramas in itself.
So it's just...
And then it goes into the violence, the violence of it. So, and I had to become a violent person because of that life that I was living. Looking over your shoulder because people want what you've got. And then getting to the point where, people are after you, and you've got assets and things to protect. You end up thinking, oh, well, in my head, bro, I thought, look, I need to protect my stuff. So, and then it got into the point where firearms came in. Really serious shit, bro, guns. I'm thinking, and it turned me into this person. I thought, I made out to be this person that I wasn't, bro. This drug dealing, hustling, crazy motherfucker that you fuck with him, I'll pull a gun on you. That's sort of just how
bro.
That's what I wanted to portray out there.
That was your character, bro.
Yep. It's the character I play. The big. And so I did that for many years, and there was times I was way up, even I was the top drug dealer in town, and there was times that I was the addict again, and I was running around looking for it. So it just came in waves, and bro. So the whole synthetic thing was a massive part of my friends group. It broke up a lot of my friends. Put people in hospital, bro. It destroyed a lot of people's lives. And it was rampant back then. It was rampant, like. And then the deaths started coming out, bro. And
bro, it was fucked.
When those deaths were happening, I was still in the game. I was still pushing that drug.
Me and the bro were still smoking it. Me and my mate were still smoking it. And that shit started scaring me. Because I was still heavily drinking, working in hospitality. I lived in Auckland City, bro. I lived in Auckland City. And the bro was, I think he was doing allied workforce shit. And I was doing hospitality. Or he ended up going and working as security guard. Real good mate of mine. We don't talk anymore, unfortunately. It sucks, and I fucking miss the guy. He was such a good friend to me, bro. Always backed me up, bro. We don't talk anymore. We had our differences. Bro, our mate, there was three of us, bro, and we were drinking and smoking and all that. One left, so it was just me and the one bro left up in Auckland by ourselves, and all right, let's get drunk and do whatever we want to do, bro. And we kept smoking the illusion, kept smoking it, and we had a little bit left, and it became illegal. And we kept a bag. Well, we'll keep a bag. We'll smoke it at some stage. We'll do little bits because we don't want to miss out. It's good, we liked it. It got to the point where I quit. I was like, no, bro, I am not doing this shit anymore. I'm fucking done. Chuck it in the bin, get rid of it, flush it, whatever. Oh yeah, I will, bro. I will. I was like, yeah, do it. Get rid of it, bro. That's nah. I'll drink with you. I'm happy to drink. That's fine. Didn't realise I was an alcoholic yet at that stage. I'm happy to drink. I'm in hospitality. It's just normal. It's normal. I finished work. I've been off this shit for a couple of weeks now. I've finished work. Come home. I've just gotten home. The fuck? Hello? bro, what the fuck? Hey, you right? It's my bro at the door. I was like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why'd you fucking ditch me? What do you mean, bro? I've just finished work. I haven't even seen you today. Oh, fuck. Oh, funny guy. You're just trying to make me feel weird about it. Mate, we've just been down at the park. We just had a conversation. No, we have not. I'm in my uniform. I've just finished work. I've been at work since this morning, mate. Nah, you're not doing this to me, mate. I don't believe you. You're just trying to make me feel like I'm an idiot. Nah, mate, nah. We were having a conversation. We're having beers together. I was like, no, we were not. I've just finished work. You've banged on my door. How'd you not even see me down the hallway? Nah, I didn't see you nowhere. Nah. Bro, get out of my room. You got 10 seconds to get the fuck out of my face before I punch you in the fucking face. You wouldn't do that, you little bitch. And I was like, nah, I was so triggered. I was like, this fucking guy that's supposed to be mate is in my face telling me something that's not happened. This is not, I've just finished work, mate. So now I'm feeling crazy. I was like, what is he fucking on about? Am I going crazy? And I was like, wow, you're on this shit, aren't you? Nah. I was like, you're smoking that shit again, aren't you? Nah. And I was like, yeah, you have, bro. This is why I've quit this shit, bro. Get the fuck out of my room. He would not get out of my room. I was like, 10, 9, 8, did the countdown. And I was like, bro, I wanted to hurt him so bad to teach him a lesson. Don't underestimate me. Don't underestimate me. Don't do this, bro. I'm not in the mood for this shit. I don't want to be told that I've done something I've not. Turn around, bro, and I smack my computer desk. Boom! The computer desk breaks in half. All my shit goes on the floor, and I was like, fuck, look what you made me done now. Fucking. And I slam my door, bro. And you just sort of hear him go, oh, fuck. And then he just sort of walks off. And I sit in my bed, bro. I'm looking at my desk all broken. And I was like, well, first of all, it's a shit desk. Not that strong. It's a shit desk. Fucking hell. And all my shit's smashed now. I had my iMac and everything on there. And, oh, bro, I was so pissed. And I woke up in the morning, bro. And I was like, oh, fuck, it's going to be such an awkward chat tomorrow if he remembers what happened last night. You know, knock on his door. Oh, hey, man. Bro, what happened last night, man? What happened to you? And I was like, nothing happened to me, mate. You came in and accused me of, like, ditching you and, like, walking away from you. I was at work, bro. And he's like, fuck, bro, I think it's that shit. And I was like, did you smoke it, didn't you? And he's like, yeah, man, it's in the bin now. And I looked in the bin, it's like a little bit left. And I was like, no, we're not putting the bin, bro, because it's sitting there.
Triggering, yeah.
Let's do it together, flush down the toilet, let's get rid of it. Got rid of it. Didn't get rid of it. He smoked the last part. He ended up smoking the last part. And bro, he's like, nah, bro, you were there. We had a full-on conversation. It was 100% you. I remember it so clearly. And then you said you're going to go take a piss. And you didn't come back. And that's why I came home. And I was like, bro, the timing of that is out of the gate, bro. Because I literally just got home in my work uniform. You bang on my door as soon as my door's closed, bro. The timing of that is weird. And then I'm like, maybe like you had a conversation with yourself or whatever.
Vivid dream or
whatever
something.
It was,
woke up and
then you've seen me walk past the concrete wall there because it's the way I come from finishing work. And you've followed me up and think, we've had this conversation, I'm walking away from you, bro. And he's like, no, it was real, bro. It was real. You were really there. I was like, yeah, but I wasn't, bro. That's the scary thing. Yeah. That's when it woke him up. He's like, nah, I'm done. I was like, good man, get off that shit.
Yeah, see, no, I never experienced anything like that. And so yeah, the difference between me and other synthetic smokers was, it's like you get pure powder they'd make it with. So
powder, jeez.
Yeah, so the bags that are on the shelf, bro, are just they're a cut version of the powder. And so I was getting the pure stuff in, and literally a matchstick head worth of the pure powder stuff would put you to sleep.
Fuck.
One cone and you'd go to sleep. And unfortunately, yeah, went from me being addicted to the product that I was making to being addicted to the powder. So I needed like when we'd get the powder, it would just be really messy, bro. One of the worst stories I can tell about that with myself was, we got some and we went to a place, bro. We all parked up, there's 4 of us in a car. And I had the first one. Normally you have your first one, you'll go out to another dimension and then you'll come back too. Yeah. You know, that's so I had my first one I was on another planet. When I came back to, there was spew all over the car. I looked next to me, the guy that was next to me, he had smoked his and had gone into the back, and they were just smoking theirs. The bro, I look next to the bro, and he starts spewing up.
Oh.
And then he's rolling around outside, spewing up. And just everyone's like, bro, it's just like spewing up on each other. And yeah, just stuff like that. Another guy, you know, the only time I've ever seen someone piss, spew, and brown coat themselves all in one go. And it was like, he was that on another planet. We had to ring his partner to say, hey, look, we don't know what to do with him. He's like this. And yeah, you need to come pick him up and clean him up.
Do you think that was a potent mix, like it had been fucking touched?
Yeah.
That's the scary part, and that's what I want everyone to think about when you're watching this, is that you're going to go up there and, you know, oh, I'll go do this and try this. You are, every time you touch that shit, even if it's a bottle, anything, you're taking the risk of something that might not be what it fucking says it is, or what they say it is.
Yep.
You are taking that risk every single time. That's what you should be thinking about, because you and I both know that.
Yep.
That every time we did something,
Yeah.
it was what's actually in this, and you don't know. You just go, I'll go for it.
Yeah.
But you don't fucking know, man. That's a scary. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That might be the last moment of your life.
Yeah. And yeah, unfortunately, you know, I've had an experience in the past, bro, where I was somewhere and I was given something that wasn't what they said it was. I'd never had that substance before. You know, said it was MDMA, and it was actually ketamine.
Fuck, bro.
And before that, I'd experienced lots of MDMA, so I was like, sweet, yep, cool. That, you know, I know what that's like. Would be alright. And the weird thing was, this guy is ketamine, and this guy that was there had put it in and tried to. It was known for doing this anyway, bro, and
Tainting it.
Yeah, tainting it, and then he wanted us to stay there, bro, which was I had this bad like feeling, and I was like, nah, we're gonna gap it, and we're gonna get out of here. Yeah. And halfway back to town, I was driving along. We got onto the motorway, bro, and it was just like, boom! I had this blanket of feeling that I'd never felt before, and it scared the shit out of me, because I've driven on all sorts of stuff, but especially having something you haven't had before.
Yes, bro. That you weren't aware that you were having.
This effect came, and I felt this feeling that I've never felt before, and I'm like, I start freaking out. I'm like, you get on the phone now, find out whatever this is, because it's not what they said it was. And that started a 3-4 day thing of just like, uncertainty, and you know, it comes back down to like trusting, bro. You know, after that, I never really trusted what people were giving me unless I knew what it was.
But you get to a point where you don't care about trust because you want that high, bro.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Like I stopped doing the synthetics, bro, and then this is when alcohol became a big problem for me, because I wasn't getting that other fix that I enjoyed and I wanted, because it wasn't like alcohol gets me to a certain level, right? But the other shit, like all the drugs, that's a whole new level. So I had to increase my intake of alcohol, bro. I knew I can get to the same level if I drink more and mix it more. And that's the bad thing about drinking, bro, is mixing drinks, bro.
Yeah.
You talked about before on part 1 of this podcast, bro, strip clubs.
Yes.
We had a game, bro. We had a game to go to every fucking strip club in Auckland City, bro. This was part of the drinking culture for me, bro.
Yeah.
Get drunk, go to the strip club, play money, whatever you want to do, right? Get absolutely sloshed. Auckland City, bro, we went to everything, bro. Las Vegas Girls, which is old school once, shut down now. I see, I know. But bad that I know that, eh? Las Vegas Girls, bro, Calendar Girls. We went to, the White House, Mermaids, bro. Something to admit. Before I moved to Dunedin, I was single, right? And I was like, man, I'm moving to Dunedin, like, I just want to have one last bit of, like, heavy fun and then just fucking leave this place behind, never come back. Leave this shithole, get out of here. and I met a girl at Mermaids. She was a stripper, and the bro, if he's watching, and he probably will watch at some stage, he's like, nah, you won't have a chance with a stripper, bro. She's like 30 something, 40 something. Oh no, I'll have a chance, bro. I'll get whatever I want, mate. Because I was cocky, and I was so cocky, bro, because of the alcohol. I was this different person. So I went to a strip club. And yeah, I got her, bro. So I got her. And there was a bit of a weird relationship going on there. I was only 21. So I was 21. I think I just turned 21. And then, yeah, she was my, fucking like double my age, bro. And we're in a in a weird ass relationship. And but it was dangerous because she got so, like, what do you call it? Like, really stalkerish. So it became very stalkerish with me. And then, like, wanted something. I was like, no, I can't. No, I don't want anything. I'm going to be moving to Dunedin soon. Like, I don't want anything to do with you. So I kind of like passed her on to my mate. But the bad thing is, bro, that I had another lady that used to come to a bar. She had daughters the same age as me, and she was attracted to me. And my other bar mate, because we all worked together, he's like, oh, she's and he was her age. And I was like, no, I'll get her too. Easy as. If I can get a stripper, I can get that mum.
Yeah.
And it was my final staff drinks. It was one of my final shifts. We went and did some day drinking and shit. Me and the bro by ourselves. Came back. She was there. It must have been I reckon it was like probably 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. ish, when business people like finished their work and they come down to the bar and get, a few drinks. Fuck, bro. So I got up to her and I said, do you want to come drink with me and the bro? I keep nearly saying names, no names. And me and the bro, we invited her over, and she's like, oh yes, please, yeah, because I'm flirting with her again. She's like, oh shit, he's actually like talking to me and all that. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I was, this is my last time I'm going to be here drinking, so I just wanted to make it, massive and special, and why not come drink with us? We're gonna go up to the strip club, up to Las Vegas Girls. Look it up. It was actually quite a cool. I'll admit it was a cool strip club because it was very characteristic. I don't know if you know those old school movies like the 80s. Yeah. It was like that, bro. The girls that came out like really fucking weird looking. It was a very weird experience, bro. It was fucking weird as fuck, bro. Like you can think like Frankenstein and shit. It was just fucking weird, bro. But we took her up. So I stopped at her office and she wanted to drop her her work stuff off at her office. So I'm drunk, bro. I'm wasted already, and she knows this. So we're at a bar and she's like, oh, come into my office. And me and the bro are like, what the fuck? And she's like dropping her bags off. We do some fucking drinks and shit there. Like she had drinks there or something. We leave. We go up to the strip club, and I go buy drinks. I put them on the bar, like where the barliner is for the stage where the strippers come out, and we're all sitting there waiting for the next girl to come out. And then I think I've gone to one of the bros come with me and we've had a chat. We come back. Dumbest shit we've ever done is leave an open vessel. But this lady, she's a mum, got daughters the same age as me, and we trust her, and it's all good. I just want to hook up with her. Yeah. I want to hook up with her, I don't give a shit. Bro, we start drinking our drinks. Like almost immediately, bro, I was like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck, bro? And I look at him and he's like, what the hell? What the hell, man? This is... oh shit. And then she's like forcing herself on us. So I wake up and like it's weird, like I black out. I wake up like, oh, I've never felt this before. This is a bit strange. Usually I can handle a lot more alcohol than this. This is nothing. I'll drink double what I've been drinking. So this is not normal. And I knew I can think like that. This is not normal.
It's not right.
So I wake up and oh shit, she's kissing the bro. And I was like, what the hell's going on? Oh, and he's like, oh, he doesn't even know. It's like forcing upon him. And then I like black out again. I wake up and then she's like, I do like this. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? It's okay. And I remember this. It's okay. It's all right. It's all good. Oh, what the fuck? Bro, you right? Should we go? Yeah, bro, I don't know, man. What's going on? It started getting really weird. I wake up. I could black out for a significant amount of time. And I wake up and I'm in the strippers' changing rooms, bro. And like a little weird, must have been, I think it was like a toilet or a stool or something where they get changed, and there's like the whole room, they got all the mirrors, and there's a couple of girls in there. Like I remember this because it's so scary, bro. This fucking terrified the shit out of me, and I looking like it's like a movie, bro. It's a fucking weird experience. And she's in there, and she's like trying to hook up with me and like kiss me and all this, and I'm like oh, and all the girls in the room are like, oh, you're okay, lovey, you're okay, it's all good, and I was like, what the fuck, like. bro, some shit was happening. This lady's trying to do some shit to me.
Yeah.
While I'm like this, and I, bro, push her out of the way, and I like, you know, get my shit together, and I'm like, run out of the room, and I'm like, ooh, I see the bro like, on the table like this, like on the bar too. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, come on, wake yourself up, bro, wake yourself up, come on, wake yourself up. And I had to grab him because he must have had a bigger hit, whatever the fuck that shit was. So I pick him up and I'm like, bro, we gotta get the fuck out of here. He's like, what's going on, man? I was like, I don't know, man, this is fuck, bro, fuck, come on. And I keep trying to like, I look at the bar and he's like, this, what the fuck, looking at us. Even the strippers on the stage and all the audience were looking at us because we must be making an absolute commotion, bro. Because it was like, what the fuck, bro. It was so weird, and it was so weird, bro. And our words keep like slurring, getting worse, and it was like, I keep like I was like almost like drifting and like falling asleep. It was just weird, bro. We run downstairs, get in the taxi, bro. I've not woken up for like 3 days.
Goat rap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. 3 days. Work's calling me. Friends calling me. Not messaging people back. People worried. I finally sort of like come out of it, like, because I come, like, it's 3 days of like just like waking up going, oh,
fuck.
and then, oh, bro, the worst fucking headache ever. I felt absolute, I was vomiting for fucking 3 days. Oh, it was not good. And then I realised, fuck, that's fucking roofied, bro.
Yeah.
That must have been roofied. So I messaged him, I was like, bro, are you right? He's like, fuck, man, I've just woken up after like 3 days. I was like, oh, fuck, me too, man. Oh, shit. He's like, bro, we were roofied. I was like, boy, what's her face? I was like, yeah. And I still remember her name, I still know exactly what she looks like, but, bro, that's just a normal lady.
Yeah.
It doesn't,
Yeah.
So it's not going to be an image thing, bro. It's not an image thing. Anyone, and you don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You never know someone's ulterior motives, eh?
No, man.
Especially when drugs and alcohol are involved.
Yeah. Fuck.
People want something, and that to me, bro, is it's almost like a sexual predator, you know.
Bro, and that's...
They know that they can't get what they want, so they'll take it. They'll take it, and they'll make a way so that they can take it without you knowing.
Yeah, it's like she wanted something, but I think she wasn't going to get it and was going to force her way to get something. It was so... I wanted the attention, like, to be like, oh, I've got these young men around me, like, bro, it was... And no one knows that story. A couple of people know that story, but there it is, open air. That shit happened to me. And it's scary, bro. And this, again, alcohol, man. Like, it's such a dangerous, dangerous world.
Yeah.
It's such... I've not ever once benefited from it. Ever. It fucked up so much of my life. I've lost so much of, like, my memories. I've had so many bad moments. So many bad moments, bro. And it's just, and I've lost so many fucking friends to it too, bro.
Yeah.
Because under the influence of alcohol, and then just, again, you're like, oh, I don't care what the outcome is. And like, I've lost a few mates to, you know, ending their lives, bro.
Yeah.
But they had to drink before they did it, because they couldn't do it on the sober mind.
Yeah.
They had to go and get drunk. And it was, again, it was alcohol, under the influence of alcohol, bro.
And it's sad because, I mean, like we were saying, bro, you know, in our wee caption today, you know, I had to leave bowling the other night. And that was, you know, due to someone's alcohol addiction. And yeah, it's sad because I've only just met this guy, but, you know, we spent a lot of time together over the last couple of months, and it was, from what I've seen, he was on a really good path, bro. And you know, we were. I'm still in recovery myself.
Yes, bro.
And yeah, we were on a really good recovery journey together. I looked up to him as some sort of role model, really.
Yeah,
you know, he's living a good lifestyle the 2 months I was with him, and unfortunately, you know, he's fallen back into addiction. And like you're saying, bro, you lose friends from addiction, whether it's you doing the damage to them or them doing the damage to you. And for me, it's, you know, it's hard, but yeah, I got to cut that bro off at the end of the day. I can't. You can only put so much time and energy into someone, and you can only try and help someone so much. You know.
when you so we went for a bowling event, bro, and then we sort of pre-knew this shit was happening in the background, and it's you almost don't want to think about it, but because we've been there, bro.
Yes.
You know, like, when you're an alcoholic or when you're addicted to drugs, you don't want anyone to help you, but you actually want to be fucking saved. Like, you want someone to just shake this fucking demon out of you. You want it, bro. And when you came to me and said, look, bro, what do you reckon? What should I do? And I was like, at the same time, I was like, yeah, go, bro, do it, because I've been that guy.
Yeah.
I was that guy.
Yep.
The exact same. I was a violent drunk, angry drunk. I did dumb shit. It's and seeing the other side of it, because I was the drunk. I didn't see the friendship side of someone coming to save my ass. And I had that so many times, bro. I've had so many people, like, my wife be so worried that she's like sent someone to pick me up so I didn't go on a fucking path of destruction. You know, like, but the path of destruction still happened. It's just, it just happened a little bit earlier, you know, and it's just, man, I felt for you, bro, because it's like, fuck, you're the friend that I had, or the person that I had that came out and saved my ass. Even though I didn't want to be saved, I really, deep down, bro, in my heart, I wanted to be helped and saved.
Yeah.
I wanted to be helped and saved. And my wife is the one that did that for me.
Yeah.
My wife's the one that did it for me.
I suppose a lot of my journey, I suppose I'll touch on my journey with meth, you know.
Yeah. Fuck, bro,
Yeah, get into the nitty gritty stuff, and I went from, you know, I had my son, and just before I had my son, you know, the whole synthetics thing, bro, you can't. In my head, this is how I had it in my head. You know, you can't look after a kid when you're falling asleep and on the nod and things like that. And in my crazy brain at the time, thought. So I dropped this one addiction of synthetics and went out for 1 weekend of fun.
Yeah.
I'd never touched meth before, and I was always against it. I hated it. Partly the reason why, you know, my parents are the way they are.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's another story. But so it was dropping the synthetics thing. I got involved in another group, and this other group, you know, was the whole meth, and this 1 weekend turned into, you know, I just had my son. I still had a really good group of friends around me. And, you know, the godfather of my son, shout out to you, bro. He was always there for me. Always had my back, and was one of my best friends growing up. And yeah, this weekend anyway involved one of his family members. And what resulted out of that weekend was, because they hated it too, all my friends hated it. And once they'd found out that I had done it with his family, I think that caused a massive void in our friendship.
Yeah, bro.
Which is understandable, like, yeah, but that's where you know, this 1 weekend of fun, and literally, you know, 5 years later, or 4 years later, bro, I'd lost everything. Lost all my friends, lost my family, I lost all the assets I'd accumulated from the synthetic game. And went from being, you know, the drug dealer to a complete piece of shit drug addict. Yep. And it took everything away from me. Took everything, like, physical wise, but it also took everything mentally and emotionally from me as well. So literally, like, either there's two emotions, bro. There was no emotion, or it was just batshit crazy, angry, out the gate. Yeah.
It's a soul eater, bro. Addiction.
Yeah.
It's a soul eater, bro. It's not who you are, and it's not who you're meant to be. It's not. But I think life is scary, bro. Like, why are we here? What's the point? It's all that sort of stuff, right? There's a lot of stuff that we wear on our heart and minds that we think about daily, continuously, over and over and over and over in a big, you know, it's just a repeat cycle, right? A big circle of what is this? And it's a scary thought. So, you kind of want to like escape that thought. This
Yes,
I guess
escape reality.
That's the idea of that shit, isn't it? Or something's going real bad in your life.
It is, bro.
Just
It's
escape it, bro.
escaping reality, and I suppose coming from that whole addiction of synthetics and hustling and that street thing, and moving into the meth game, it's like stepping up to another level. And unfortunately, you know, for me, being involved in my other circle, I got right into the deep end of the meth game very quickly because of the people that I knew.
Yeah.
And one of my best mates, best friend of mine, he ended up becoming one of the biggest dealers in town. And
Yeah.
you know, another friend of mine's father was manufacturing.
Yeah.
So I was always in that aspect. You know, there was always somewhere to go, and that was my downfall, bro. And a lot of the bros, they've seen it over the years, just me go like this and ruin.
It's weird though, because it's like you had an attraction to what they had, the power.
Yeah.
You know, you had the attraction to that, but so you think you're going here, but in reality, you're actually going there.
Yeah.
So because they're already there, they done this, how many times to reach that? You're just new to the game, so you think you're going this, but you're not. You're doing what they had to do as well.
Yes. Yeah.
But
yeah.
It's
So
sad, bro.
I didn't really climb the ladder. It was sort of like I'd been put at the top of the ladder, and then I had to climb my way down.
Yeah.
You know, and the further I climbed down, bro, the worse it got.
Yeah.
So that's sort of how I put it. And whereas other people would start at the bottom of the ladder and slowly work their way up till they're at the top, and then it would all come falling down.
You're walking up the escalator that's actually going down.
Yeah. Well, that's a good concept of it, actually. But yeah, so, and then I looked at it like, you know, when I was in the synthetic game, everyone looked up to me as that guy, you know. He's got the cars, he's got the missus, he's got this, that and the other. He's got everything. Yeah. And then 2 years later, got nothing, you know. So that was really shameful for me, bro. And I went into, a lot of my meth addiction was, you know, in a bathroom, unfortunately, bro. And that's just the sad fact of it. I'd just get drugs and go and hide away in a bathroom in the end and smoke and just, you'd get into these routines. Yeah. And, it wasn't really until, you know, my partner was sick of it. My family is sick of it. Everyone's sick of it. It still took me a long time, but I got to the point where they were all just like, they're over it. I wouldn't change. I was that deep in the drug, bro, and the drug was that deep seated in me. I was that addicted to it that I didn't know how to change.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to ask for help. There was no one, and during that time, there was no one that was going to come pull me out. I didn't have mates that were in, no one wanted to help me anymore.
That's a hard one though, bro. Like the mates thing is a hard one. Like this is something that I've never shared with anyone, but my wife is fully aware of, and a couple of other people are aware of, and I wasn't aware, but I was. Like I knew there was a pattern and something was happening. So I had a good mate. We're no longer mates. Haven't spoken in probably a couple of years now. Another fallout. Someone that you're meant to have in your life at that time for you to learn from and move on with your life. And a lot of them took the piss, bro, out of me. They, you know, a lot of them didn't realise that I was a big drinker. And I hate to admit this, but before me and the wife, you know, before we were married and owned a house and all the cool, successful story stuff, this is when I was a big drinker, bro. And we rented flats together, and bro, I was spending rent money on alcohol. I was spending grocery money on alcohol. And I was getting to the point where I had no money for alcohol anymore. Yep. That the mates would then go, oh yeah, come out, get your piss, let's go clubbing, let's go drinking. I was like, I got no money, bro. Oh, where's your money gone? Oh, I just paid I had to pay bills, bro. I couldn't even admit to them that where this money was going, bro. These lads they'll probably watch this and won't admit they've watched this, but they don't know that I was a big fucking drinker. I was drinking most nights. I'd buy my Spates, I'd buy my Karubas. I was drinking practically every single night, whether it was 1 or 2 bottles. for years and years and years and years, and they have no fucking idea about this. Now they do. But I was getting absolutely sloshed, bro. And they came to the weekend, bro, if I wasn't around them for 10, 15 minutes, I was getting myself a shot. I was getting myself a drink. I couldn't afford to buy everyone else drinks, and I couldn't afford to buy myself fucking drinks, but I was.
Yeah.
And it was so bad, bro. One of my mates, bro, this is why I'm talking about like the whole thing of like circles and mates and friendships and maybe having someone that is there for you and someone that's not. I didn't have anyone that was there for me, bro. Only my wife was the one. I never wanted to admit that she was always right the whole time. I had a mate that I'd get pissed with, and he used to he took the fucking mickey out of me, bro. Wasn't even really a friend. I don't know why the fuck I stuck around so long. And I hope he watches this and realises that he fucking broke me, bro. Broke my heart, man, and broke my trust. And it's so hard for me to trust people now, like have good, solid friends. It's hard, bro, because fuck, man. When I drink with him, bro, and I knew this became a thing because I was such a fun drunk, right? Like I was brave as I would do anything. These other fuckers wouldn't, but I would go do anything.
Yeah.
And they fucking knew this was the
so
outcome of me getting drunk.
to do shit.
So they get me more drunk, bro. So I'd turn my back, and next minute my drink's getting full up. And they used to call me a lightweight. They said, "Oh, you're such a lightweight, bro. You get so drunk easy." Fuck no, I don't get drunk easy. I was a big drinker. It took me a lot to get drunk, but you fucking keep spiking my drinks with more alcohol to fuck me up, and then to get me to do dumb shit. And you did it for so long, and I found that out. I know the truth. There it is, right on the fucking table. That's what happened, bro.
Yeah.
I had mates that would fill my alcohol, my fucking shit up with even more and more to get me absolutely sloshed and trolleyed.
Yep.
So then I'd go do something dumb.
Yep.
And I picked up on this. One night I picked up on it so hard. We're game of beer pong. And I was like, fuck, it was almost like 2 versus 1. But like I'd throw my balls. They'd go in the cup and they'd be like, "No, it didn't go in the cup, bro." I'm like, "Oh, I swear it did." No, it didn't go in the cup. And then they'd like, bro, it was just so fucked. And then like I'd turn around next minute, my cup, my drink's getting full of more alcohol. I'm like, I swear I'm drinking this, and I've like drunk heaps, but it's at the same level. And I picked up on this so hard. I was like, these dodgy fuckwits, my so-called friends, they're getting me. They're trying to get me fucked up, real quick. Real fast, so I gotta do dumb shit. And it was true, bro. They did. I went to the bathroom and I was like, I gotta secretly drink some water here, quickly get myself up to fight back and not. I don't want to say anything yet.
I want to be a pussy either.
That's exactly right, though. But I don't want to be a pussy either. But I was going away and I was drinking water. Like, okay, I'm gonna battle this. I'll drink water, to get them back, and to them to not realise that it's working, you know.
Yes.
And I came back out. And they're all like, "Oh, mate, what were you here?" And I was like, just taking a piss, you know, all this stuff. "Oh, you're pissing quite a lot." "Yeah, fucking drinking quite a lot, that's why." "Oh, yeah." And I was like, "I swear I won that beer pong game." "Mate, no, you didn't, bro, no, you didn't." It's like, I could see it all, I'm not fucking stupid, you know, like, I seen it. So I gapped it, bro. I was like, "All right, I'm just going to the bathroom again." And okay, sweet as. Bro, I opened the front door and I fucking sprinted all the way home. Told the wife too, I said, "I'm coming home. These guys are like fucking me up. I've caught them." "I told you." "Yeah, I know. I didn't listen to you. I didn't want to because I wanted friends. I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be the cool guy." Fuck, man. And now I realised that guy wasn't the cool guy.
No.
That guy's the joke.
He's doing it for your entertainment.
And he's still doing the same shit right now in today's age, bro. I'll get to my ultimatum of how I stopped drinking and I'm not an alcoholic anymore. I've been sober nearly 3.5 years, mate. So yeah, I moved to Christchurch, bro. And it was because I was drinking a lot in Dunedin, and this is we had Aubrey, our first daughter, and then we had Sadie, and bro, I was drinking, and I was still drinking, and I was so fucked, bro. Like no one knows, my parents don't even know, but I was absolutely fucked. I was so depressed, bro. I was depressed in my job. I went to a job. I took a big chance and went to a different job, and I fucking hated it. And I seen the train track that was behind the workplace, and every day I seen the train track when I got dropped off. I was like, oh, I could finish it all on that train track. That's how depressed I became, bro. Yeah. And then I'd go home and drink, and I would go hang with the boys and drink. And the wife kept saying, no, we got kids now. You need to, you know, we're married, we got a house, we got kids, it's time to be a man. And I didn't fucking want to do that, you know, but she was so right the whole time, bro. So there was an ultimatum there, and I was like, wow, what if we, because Dunedin is very depressing for me. I don't want to be here. That's the problem. It's a repetition of go to work, come home, drink, and they all do that. They're still doing that. They're all doing the same shit.
There,
It's the same thing, bro. They're still doing it.
Yeah.
I can message them today, and they're still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Work, drink, bro. Fuck that. You got to get out of that cycle. You got to get out of that cycle.
Yes.
But I moved to Christchurch, and me and the wife took a chance up here, and I said, "Yep, I'll be happier. I'll fix my shit. I'll become a better man. I want to be here for my kids and stop the drinking shit." But I came up here. Awesome job, still in my job, I love it. But I was like, oh, what? I was going to, you know, I wasn't drinking as much, but I was like going to social events, and then I started like going, oh yeah, I miss this, you know. It's been a while since I've like heavily, I was still drinking, but not heavily. Still having a beer a night, but not heavily. And I was like drinking from the boss, and me and the boss getting absolutely fucking shit faced, bro, like bad, wasted, so bad wasted. It got to the point, it was so bad that the wife said to me, and I love you, and I'm so proud that I got to this point, and thank you. And she said to me, I'm going to take the kids and myself back to Dunedin if you don't quit the drink. Fuck, did I have some sleepless hours sitting there, bro, like, damn, everything I've worked so fucking hard for, I could throw away like that just to drink. Fuck, and again, the drink never had any benefits for me, bro. It didn't. It never gave me one benefit apart from me socialising, which I can do sober, bro. That's the problem. I'm an idiot. I could have done that whole time. I could have still lived that awesome, fun life, socialising, sober.
Yeah.
I could have, man.
And remembered everything.
Exactly. But I wanted to fucking disappear, bro. That's the thing. I wanted to be someone else because I wasn't happy with who I was, bro.
Yeah.
Because people didn't like me. It's just the normal guy, bro. They didn't like me.
Yep.
But I wanted to be liked. It's all about, I want this. I want people to be like me. I want to be talked about. I want to be whatever, right? But the wife, bro, gave the ultimatum, and that woke me up, bro.
Yep. And
I prayed and I said, please, God, man, like, God, I need your help, bro, because this is my family, bro. I can't let this go.
Yeah.
I'm going cold turkey. Bro, I got in a bit of a mess up with the neighbour next door. Nearly into a big scrap everything. So embarrassing. I couldn't even go outside and go talk to him. I had the moment with him because I was thinking about the ultimatum my wife gave me of, I was looking at pictures of my kids, bro, and like looking at wedding photos. I was like, fuck, what an idiot. If I can throw this away for alcohol, you dumbass if you do this. You dumbass if you keep drinking. You're an idiot, bro. You work so hard to get to where you are right now. Why are you going to throw away for a drink? Fuck the drink. And fuck impressing people. Who cares? And I did, bro. I went cold turkey. I went and waved at my neighbour and said, hey, bro, I'm sorry about the other night, and apparently I got pretty messy with you and made a big mess on the road of the bins and punching shit and yelling dumb shit, and I'm sorry, bro. And he said, don't worry, mate, I'm my next, blah, blah, blah. And I was the same. That's why I came out and tried to see what's going on and help you. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, I'm embarrassed, bro. But I'm not touching drink again. And I haven't. 3.5 years. This halfway through this year, at some point, I'll put a post up because it'll be my 3.5 years I've been sober, bro.
That's awesome, bro.
And it's cool, man. I've got you have to want to do it.
Yeah, you do.
Because some people don't have an ultimatum, bro. Some people don't have anything to lose apart from their dignity and their self-worthiness. That's what you do. You have something, but they might not have, like, you know, a family or a partner or a house or whatever, or a job. But it's you still have you, bro. Like, be better, do better, man. Because there's so much, bro. It's been awesome being sober. It's been amazing not waking up hungover. It's been amazing. Like, I can go to a social event and there's alcohol everywhere, bro. And I don't give a shit.
Yep.
I don't care, and I don't feel weird or like scared when someone goes, did you want a drink? No, thank you, mate. I'm actually sober. I've been sober nearly 3 years, whatever it was. Oh, really? Oh, well done, man. That's awesome. That's good on you. It's bloody awesome. Proud of you, man. Bro, people celebrate that now. And it'd be so... there's so many people out there that's
I think it
doing
needs to
what
be,
I am.
It needs to be celebrated more, eh?
Bro, it needs to be celebrated
And,
more.
Yeah, congratulations, bro. That's massive.
No, appreciate it, man. It's fucking...
And it's a really hard thing to do, to stay sober. You
Bro,
know?
it is.
I think once you get sober and you're in that life, and you see the good stuff that's in life, when it's you are sober and there's no effects of drugs and alcohol, and how much joy you can get out of life without
So
that
much,
stuff.
man. So much.
How much memories and other things. Even spending your money on, bro, you start spending your money in other places and you're like, whoa, I was actually spending quite a bit of money on this.
Bro, a lot.
Yeah, and it's so funny you talk about your neighbour, because I've got a story exactly like that.
Yeah.
And mine's a little bit more intense, but so I suppose I'll touch on
Yeah, bro.
my little bits of just sort of to where I get to today. And I mean, my recovery story isn't a cold turkey, and I was done, and and yeah, it was it's been ups and downs, bro, and I have slipped a few times, but every time I've picked myself up and tried to learn from those lessons, and I always look back at those situations, relapses or lapses, and a big thing, is knowing the difference between a lapse and a relapse.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know what a lapse is, and so a lot of the time, it'd be like going and buying a box of beer, and you crack a beer and you have a couple of sips and you feel guilty, and you think, actually, I don't need this. What am I up to? And you throw the beer away. That, to me, used to be a lapse. I'd go buy a bag of meth and I'd sit there and feel really guilty, bro. I might have a puff or two, and then I'd get rid of it thinking, what the hell am I up to? Not fully get indulged into it and get intoxicated, but still enough to have that, some kind of effect. So there was quite a few lapses along the way where the guiltiness took over, and it was like, and then I'd beat myself up for weeks after because I'd picked up again.
Yes, bro. Shit.
Yeah, and I suppose, it got to the point where I nearly lost everything. Well, I did, bro. I lost everything. The police had been involved. How I really got to my really bad place before I went to rehab was, and it's probably it's a very shameful topic for me. I hate talking about it. I've admitted to it, and I've moved on from it, but it's something that will always stay with me forever. And so I ended up going to jail for domestic violence. Yeah, so that was a massive thing for me to get over. It's probably a massive, more harder for my partner probably to get over than me.
Yeah.
And all the people that it affected. But so that day, that happened, my partner ran across the road to get help. She was seeking help, crazy, because I'm in a crazy state. And she went over to the neighbours, and the neighbour put my partner in the house, and was just trying to support her. And I went over there in a rage, and he tried to stop me, and I ended up assaulting the neighbour too. And that was hurting people that were only trying to help. And so this my neighbour, he tried to protect my partner and my kid at the time, and I was in such a state, bro, that I actually attacked him. And it's another part of why I went to jail. But I ran away from that scene that day and was on the run for about 3 weeks. Had a couple of warrants out for my arrest. Wasn't allowed to go, obviously couldn't go home, and just keep going around in a cycle, bro, of trying to get my partner to take me back and get home.
Yeah, bro.
so I try and stay sober for a couple of days. You know, she wanted me to sober up and get in the right state of mind and deal with all this, you know, police stuff that was going on. And I was on probation at the time too, and I wasn't reporting. So it was just digging myself a deeper and deeper hole. And yeah, really hooked on the meth. I was living down at the river in my car. Winter time, bro, it was freezing. Yeah, so it was rough, bro. It was really rough. And yeah, so it's probably, you know, one of the darkest parts of my life. And I remember, you know, I just woke up one day and I was like, it's either going to be jail or rehab.
Shit.
Jail, rehab, or death. Those are the three things that are coming. And I rang up my brother and just said, look, bro, I really need some help. You know, I'd burnt all my bridges. There was no bridge left to go across to safety. It was sort of like, you're on your own. You've got to, you know. So I reached out to my brother and just said, look, bro, if I don't get some help, I'm either going to end up, you know, 3 places, dead, in jail.
Yeah.
But I do really need to go to rehab. That's what I said to them.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough that, yeah, my family ended up coming, getting me 3 days later, and put myself in rehab. And that was sort of like the start of my recovery journey. After being hooked on it for 4 years and becoming a daily smoker.
Yeah, right.
And it was hard, bro, going up to Auckland and, you know, never been up there before. I got sent up there in this big concrete jungle and,
Yeah, right, yeah.
you know, come from a small Nelson and then go up there. It's like, whoa.
It's a scary place, bro.
Yeah, and right next to, you know, I think it was Otahu. Otahu, yeah. So I'm in Otahu, you know, right, sort of quite a ghetto area, and didn't know anyone there. It's quite really scary, bro, you know. But I went there and done 30 days clean, and well, actually, not 30 days clean. I was smoking weed while I was in there, but
Fuck. But you're clean off the other shit, right?
Yeah. And that was my start to recovery.
Yep.
I then left that place to go to my grandparents, and I met this awesome brother, Richie Farvisi. I'm going to say his name because he was a massive influence for me when I was down there. I joined a men's group when I was there. Came across a men's support group. Wanted a bit of you know, camaraderie, bit of support.
Yeah, bro.
And found this men's support group when I was there, which was really good for me over the years that I was involved in it. But yeah, and that sort of started off my journey of recovery. I ended up going back to Nelson, back to my home, back to that same environment, which was the worst decision I could have made.
Shit.
Because I wasn't fully healed yet, bro. I wasn't, you know, and I'm still not fully healed. I'm still recovering to this day. And it's yeah, I went back into that same environment. I didn't have a plan. And then I got paid out a $20,000 inheritance. So just come out of drug rehab, bro, and you get $20,000 put in your bank.
Money. Oh,
yeah, and there's no safety plan around it. Yeah, so I did good for about 8 weeks. I was at home. And then, yeah, fell off the wagon again, and my partner knew it, but I blamed it on someone else. It was like, they must have left it here, and, you know, I've just found it. Oh, just a little bit won't hurt. And then
bro.
2 months later, my inheritance gone. I was back in that same thing of fighting with my partner. Cops are back on my ass, and have another sort of not hitting, but a domestic violence thing where the police were called, and the cops wanted to get inside to talk to me, and I didn't want to talk to them, and they entered the house. Just ended up in the cops having a scuffle with me. I got tasered, bro. Ended up trying to fight the police.
Fuck.
Got charged with you know, assault on a police officer, and because of all my previous stuff, it was straight to jail.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at the time, but yeah. And looking back on it, me and my partner were in an argument over drugs, at the time, and yeah. Yeah, just so I got to the back of the police station, bro, and I was made a massive nuisance all the way there, and trying to assault the cop in the back of the cop car, and then got to the back of the cop shop, and along the way I tried to escape custody, and I got an attempted escape custody charge as well on top of it. So they was whacking me with everything they could.
Yep. And you're on the gear, right?
Yeah, on the gear hard, bro.
Yeah. So you're not you, bro.
Not
you're that
way.
As we spoke before, you're that invincible
Yep.
version, bro.
Yes.
Anything
Yeah,
doesn't
take
matter.
on anything, bro. They
Yeah.
tased me, and that was the thing about that stuff. It would give you. It's almost like superhuman power. Like you don't feel pain, you don't feel emotion, you don't feel anything.
That's the scary part, though. It's bad.
Yes,
The,
yeah.
the pain's there, you just don't feel it, but it's
Yeah.
happening. What's
So you watch videos of people when they get tasered, bro, and they're like, they drop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the cops tasered me, and I was just standing there like, what the fuck? Like, didn't do anything to me. Actually, hyped me up more, bro, and I tried to fight them more.
Yeah. Adrenaline.
Yeah, and but it was, it didn't really sink in until I was in custody for 2 weeks in the cell, holding cells 2 weeks. I went to court and it was like denied bail. I'd been bailed 7 times to 7 different motels and addresses and places around Nelson. They were just sick of it, and they turned around and said, look, nah, you're denied bail, remanded in custody. And when I heard that, bro, it was like, wow, I'm going to jail. Like, yeah,
Fucking
that's
hell,
how
bro.
far you've
You've pushed this now.
you've pushed it, and you've dug this hole so deep. No one's going to get you out. There's no help coming. No one's holding your hand, bro. You're on your own. You're going, I'm 22, still young. I'm not the biggest.
Fuck, man.
And I'm thinking, far out, bro. What are you getting yourself into? But, I was lucky I had that street experience and street knowledge.
Yeah.
When I went to jail, my jail was easy. I'm not going to lie. It was easy. I was looked after. I had people in there I knew.
You knew, yeah.
I tried to just stick my head down, do my time.
Yeah.
A few little dramas here and there as you do in jail, but I was lucky, bro. Compared to some of the other younger fellas in there that were picked on and taken advantage of and stuff like that, bro. I was really lucky. But yeah, that was the one and done for me. After I got out of jail, I came out of jail. My brother put me up on his couch, and the only way I was getting out was I needed a bail address. And I was so lucky, bro. It was the day before Christmas, last day of court for the year. I go up to court, and they're like, yeah, we'll give you bail to your brother's address. And that was just like, whoa. I thought I was going to be in there till after Christmas, and so yeah, there was a cool Christmas present, bro. Get out of jail and start this new journey. But I was that broken in myself as a man.
Yep.
I had anxiety from being in there, bro. Always being on your toes and ready for whatever. I couldn't sleep at night, was having nightmares and shit.
Yeah.
It was quite traumatizing, eh? And getting out of jail, I didn't really have a plan. I just wanted to get on with my life. And looking back at it now, I didn't realise how much of a shell I was, bro. I just, so broken from everything that had happened. And then getting out of jail, and while you're in jail, you get told sort of what's going on in the outside, but you don't actually know what's going on till you get out.
No.
And unfortunately for me, like half the stuff that I was being told in jail was just sort of like a front to make me comfortable while I was in there. And then when I got out, I found out all this stuff, and it was like, that was quite hard. But yeah, so moving forward, bro, done the rehab and jail, and it's like, look, like you've got to, something has to change.
Yep. Needs to.
Yeah, it really, really needs to, bro, because it's just a repetitive cycle. And sort of like I stayed clean and I sorted my life out. Ended up moving back to Nelson again and back into that same environment. Yes, and going back to environments, this is how I look at it, bro. If you spent 5 years in a place doing the same thing, routine, you're gonna go back there and most likely fall if you stay there for long.
Cycle,
yeah,
bro.
same cycle. So I went back and I was stronger that time, you know, but ended up falling back into the same cycle.
Shit.
So it's, bro, it's third time, you know, back in the same, you know, I'm doing the same shit. Haven't learnt my lesson. And you would think after jail and rehab, there would be something that like flicked the switch and was like, nah, that's it. But that, yeah, I suppose the drug has been that ingrained in my life, that involved, it just, every time there would be a bad thing or I'd need to run away, that was what I'd resort back to. Yeah, and it got to the point, you know, where, yeah, again, my partner was like, nah, I've had enough. I'm done. And she left. She went with my mum, and I got back. Went out one day to go get some milk. I got home, and they were in the driveway picking the car up, and
Fuck, bro.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck, and yeah, and they left me. You know, I was in the middle of a bender. Left me to, you know, it was like, well, you want this life? Here you go.
That's your life.
You live
now.
it. Yeah, and bro, that point for me was like, right, I've lost everything again, and I don't know where to go. While I was in jail, one of my best mates died, and he was the last person that I'll say that really tried to pull me out of my addiction.
Yep.
So when he died and I, you know, came back to Nelson, I didn't have a good bro to be able to say, bro, like, this has just happened and I need help.
Yep.
So I'd surround myself with people that were lesser than me to make myself feel better.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was sad, bro, looking back on it now.
Yeah. It's nice to hear that you had the bros that tried to pull you out of it though. For me, my bros just tried to get me more into it.
Yeah.
You know, they tried to get me more.
I had the
don't
select
drink, bro. Like,
select few, and the funny thing
I only had
about
the wife, man.
the funny thing about that, bro, he was always there for me, and he was the dealer.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
He was a dealer, but he would never sell it to me.
You didn't want you on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, but yeah, always he nearly crying, bro. But so you know, that was a massive thing for me, bro, especially to deal with that while I was in jail, hearing that the bro had gone, and yeah, he had quite a big name for himself, and just then all these people were trying to take his foot, you know, take his shoes.
Yep. Take the spot, bro. Nah,
yeah, and you know, I'd go back and I'd talk about him, and be like, "Oh, did you know so and so?" And to me, it was like, "Bro, you don't even know." And I never got into it, but it was like, yeah, he was a brother to me, and but yeah, I had nothing left there, bro. I didn't have support. I had a house with all my family stuff in it, and bro, I couldn't even be at home because it was so depressing.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to be at home because of all the family photos, and so I ended up bringing my brother again, you know, good old brother, and bring him up, and bro, you know, this has just happened, and I think I need to come down and stay with you for a bit. Is it all good if I come stay? And he goes, yep, that's all good, but none of that shit here. You're not allowed to bring any of that shit in my house. Yep, okay, all good. I'll leave this afternoon. Well, 3.5 days later, I showed up, and at 7 in the morning, I rang my brother. He's ringing me the whole 3 days, like, where the fuck are you?
Fuck, bro.
I'm supposed to be here. It's only a 4-hour drive, bro, and I'm stopping
3 days later.
just getting high, bro, the whole time. And
Fuck,
yeah,
bro.
get to Christchurch and driving down Morehouse there. Brother lives a couple of minutes off Morehouse, and start running out of petrol, bro. What the fuck? You know, it's just one thing after another. And then I ran out of petrol 7 o'clock in the morning, just down the road from Brothers. Had to ring him, like, bro, can you come bring me a gas? You know, just out the gate stuff. And yeah, so that was sort of my start of coming down here. I moved to Christchurch with a couple of bags of clothes, a $1,000 van, no direction. Just knew that I really needed to sort my shit out, and needed to get out of Nelson, because it was just that was it, bro. I needed to get out of there, move away, start fresh.
It wasn't so much that you were the problem, it was that the place that you were in, like me, some people love Dunedin, and it's fair enough, sweet as. But you didn't.
Massive drinking culture.
Dunedin wasn't the same for them as it was for me.
Yes.
Even though now I look down there, it is exactly the same shit that I went through. They're all doing the same thing, and this is how many years later, and they're still doing
And
the exact
it's
same
sad,
thing.
bro. Like I went
Bro.
home recently and I seen, my old friends groups, and a lot of them haven't moved on, bro.
No, it's doing the same shit, bro.
Yeah,
and here we are, right? Fuck, life is...
Yeah, it's good, bro. It's
Bro, it's
good
awesome.
as- yeah.
It's amazing, mate.
Yeah.
Because, like, for me, I broke that cycle, bro.
Yeah.
But it took a lot to realise what had to be broken
Yeah,
and what I was going to lose. That was it.
Yeah, so I mean that was what 4.5 years. Well, nearly. No, it's coming up 5 years. Yeah, coming up. Well, no, 6 years. Yeah, we're coming up 6 years, bro.
Yeah.
Since I first came down here, and it took me, and everyone is different in their recovery journey.
Yes, bro.
And for me, yeah, I have relapsed a few times over these last 4 years. But to me, I've owned it every time, bro. And it's for
You've
me,
realised.
yeah, and it's how you admit it, own it, fix it, get back up, and move on.
Yeah.
But owning it and admitting it are probably the two hardest things, bro. Admitting it to yourself, like, yeah, okay, I've stuffed up again, and that embarrassment. Having massive embarrassment, bro. And when I used to do it, I never used to be able to talk and tell people, and I'd hide it. And but like my recentest one, I turning to friends and talking like, bro, yeah, I've just been through this, and being aware of what triggered it, what the situation around it was, what led up to it, and how it can be different next time. What can I change in my life that is going to put barriers in place that never happens again. So, yeah, for me, it's definitely been a different journey, especially with other people that are close to me that still drink, bro. They still might go out and have a bit of fun with other stuff, whatever. So I've been around that stuff, and that is a trigger to me. And yeah, I suppose being the one that used to be the most out the gate, craziest, everyone knew that. To me, being sober now, it's just, it's different, bro. It is different.
It's funny how many people disappear when you're not that guy anymore.
Yeah, bro. I noticed that too.
Bro, as soon as I said, nah, I'm not going out for a drink, because some of my drinking is slowed down.
Well, it's how they relate to you, bro.
That's it, bro.
Okay? So a lot of
I'm not that person anymore.
A lot of my relationships with acquaintances were through the drugs. And at the time, bro, we were best mates.
Yeah, now they don't want to bar me now.
We were best mates, and like I'd drive his car, and I'd do all this, like what best mates would do. But at the end of the day, it was all about the drugs or whatever, the drink or that relationship that you had.
Bro, they can't stand me now. Oh, you're that. Oh, you're the guy that you're that Christian guy that believes in God, and oh, bro, like what, bro? My life is awesome, man. Like my life is awesome because I killed something off that was so fucking bad for me, bro. It was the demon. But I will admit though, bro, that because I killed it off so quickly and went cold turkey, that after all those years of and this is years and years and years and years and years and years of continuous drinking and continuous drugs, bro. Weed, synthetics, whatever, right? It was years and years and years, and that, and losing so many mates, bro, to like, there's so much shit that I still have to come face to face with, bro. Like so much, bro. Like so many mates in a row. Suicide, fucking, and not accepting that. Like I don't accept it because I fucking hate it, bro. It makes me so angry, bro. And I can't go and disappear into a bottle anymore. I can't disappear on the drugs, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing that shit sober, bro.
Yeah.
And I'll admit this right now, and my wife will be, proud that I'm saying this, but fuck, bro, I'm an angry man, eh? Like I don't have a way to, like, this is good for me to vent this shit out because I'm an angry person and I've got a really bad anger problem, bro.
Yep.
I don't want to go to therapy. I don't want counselling. For me personally, I don't think that's going to help. That's what I feel. I don't think it's going to help. Because people can have counselling and therapy for years and years and years, and they're still the same, bro.
Yeah.
They're not different. They go and invent their shit out and they talk about it, and then they come home and they're doing the same shit.
Yeah.
I feel like I can and I will, and with my faith and all that, I feel like I can get and work on it myself, because I know what I can lose, bro.
Yeah,
and
that's what it comes back down to. You look at all the rehab, drug and alcohol, anger counselling I've done.
Yeah.
All the stuff that I've done, bro, but it didn't fix me.
No.
I always went, back in the cycle.
Yeah.
What really did helped me get to a point where I wanted to be sober was talking about it.
Yes, bro.
And that's a massive thing that us men feel.
Yeah.
We have this tall poppy syndrome, the shame, the guilt.
Yeah.
You don't want to put your problems on
No.
your friends.
You want to stay the tough guy, bro. You want to stay the man.
Yeah, but what I found, bro, opening up, talking about, what the situation, even if it is so shameful that you feel so bad about it, and, a lot of the times, once I've felt so just little and like nothing, bro, because I'm keeping this in, and then once I talk to a friend about it, say, bro, look, I've done this, and, I went through this really bad time, I actually haven't talked to anyone about it, and then they will, they'll either give you some advice or just say, hey, look, bro, it's okay, we all go through it.
Yeah.
Asking for help, bro.
Yeah.
Us men are really bad at asking for help.
Yeah.
And it's
You don't want to put that on someone else, like for them to wear it, especially when they're already going through shit, bro. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think that's the only, I'm sober. I'm fucking so, proud of myself, and to be a sober dad, bro, is awesome. Like, not waking up hungover and the kids going, Dad, come play. I was like, no, I got a headache.
Yeah.
Bro, I did that when they were young, bro. I've missed out. I have missed out on so much cool shit.
Yeah.
And it was my fault.
Yeah.
Because I was drunk.
Yeah.
I was an alcoholic, bro. I missed that shit. But the only thing I wear now, bro, is anger and I think hate for myself for doing that for so fucking long, bro.
Yeah.
And I could have stopped it so long ago.
Yeah. And
Bro, it's fucked.
to me, I did, bro, about 2 years of my son's life, I just really wasn't there.
Fuck.
And it was some of those scar me, bro, for life, and it just sticks with me, and
Right.
some things that happened, and like that. I'm glad that I had got to a point where I've changed enough that he's living a really healthy upbringing now.
Yes, bro.
And he didn't actually have to see any of that stuff, and he probably doesn't remember a lot of the stuff from when he was younger, from that age. Which I'm happy that I made that the decision to change back then and start getting him into my recovery back then. But yeah, bro, as you're saying, everyone's different with their recovery journey, and I think, for me, I don't want to be I shouldn't really say that, but I don't want to be like the role models that I had growing up and what they installed into me, my bad role models, and for my son to pick up on that stuff.
Yeah. But how many times can you restart? You know what I mean, bro? I'm very lucky, and everyone's got a different recovery journey, like you said, but I'm very lucky that I fucking had that big threat ultimatum, bro. That was my scare factor, bro. I can't lose that, bro, because I'm nothing without them, bro. That's as simple as that.
It's right,
It's just fuck. How many times can you restart before it's too fucking late? I see it all the time online, bro. We've got these people that are big influencers, right? Yeah. And they have this amazing journey, and it's so fucking yes, this is awesome, bro. It's so cool to see, because fuck, that was me, bro. I was you, bro. I was you. And to see someone else doing the same journey now, yes, it's so cool, bro, because it is amazing.
It gives you hope and gives you motivation,
bro.
And it gives you something if you're not where they are and you want to be where they are, it gives you hope to push forward to try and get to where they are.
And to see someone, and see these people though, and these people are big, bro. Like, they've got eyes on them, bro. And to see them doing so well, and the people that are still struggling, like you said, it gives them a bit of hope. But then you fucking feel so crushed, bro. Imagine if I've been sober so long, bro, and I got all my shit together, and everything is fucking so good, bro.
Yeah, best it's ever been.
Bro, best it's ever been.
Yeah.
And yeah, but no, I'm not perfect. I've got shit to work on, like my anger,
Everyone
right?
does, bro.
But bro, like I've got so much good shit in my life now because I killed something off. The ego of being the fucking man on the drink. Being someone that I'm fucking not. But to see these guys fall back to that after doing some awesome shit, like bro, it's fucking sad, man.
And
it's terrible, bro.
I think that's the thing about addiction, bro, is it's a clinical disease. People, addiction is a clinical disease. Yeah, and there's lots of, like, everyone's brain's different. Everyone's brain works differently around addiction. And I suppose it's whether you can break that cycle or not.
Yeah,
and then
that's mental strength, bro.
Yeah, that's like like yourself, bro. People can just cut it off the head, and that's it. They'll never do it again, and they know that if they do that again, it's pretty much gonna flip their whole world upside down. They'll probably lose it all overnight. Then like myself, bro, I've had that many chances. I've had 3 big. I call them 3 big wake-up calls. It was like, shit, bro, like, yeah, you're going to lose it all. And then, when I do nearly go back to that place again, that's what stops me in my tracks. It's like, bro, you don't want to go back down. You've been down. How many times do we have to go back down this road?
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
That's right. But how many times, how many chances do you get, bro?
Yeah.
Because I've had many chances,
Exactly.
but
And
that main one.
My beautiful partner, she's given me so many. And yeah, I'm very lucky to have my beautiful partner still standing behind me,
bro.
still supporting me after all the things that I put my family through. And not a lot of people get that,
No.
I'm really lucky to still have what I've got, and that's also another big motivational driver factor for me. Like you're saying, bro. I'm gonna throw it all away for
for a quick high.
For a quick high.
To disappear from
just
it on the drink.
just
for
to
a hangover.
put a band-aid on it for a couple of days, and then have to deal with a bigger mess.
The cut's still there, bro.
Yeah, but that's exactly, and that's an awesome analogy. Is drugs and alcohol just a band-aid for a wound, bro? That's gonna heal itself anyway with time. You stay sober in time, no matter what the situation, it'll heal. But you keep putting the band-aid, it's just but yeah, it's, I suppose, one of those things, bro. Like with my journey in addiction and to where I am today, I've just had my motorbike accident a couple of years ago. That the bikes are my addiction. Coming out of the bikes, I knew that this could be an excuse for me to go back and probably be not justified, but hey, who's going to tell me that, a lot of people use this or disability as an excuse to be able to go do something.
This happened to me, so I need to do that.
Need to go numb the pain or do this, that, and the other. While I was in hospital, Big Pharma put me on bloody all sorts of stuff. I was on, I was on tramadol, morphine. They had me on the fentanyl drip. They had me on the ketamine drip. Like, I was on all the good farmy drugs when I was in there. And then about 3 months into my stay, bro, something clicked on my head. And I was like, hold up. Wait a second, bro. You're an addict. And they're giving you really good stuff. You can become addicted to this stuff pretty quickly. So I actually told my doctors, said, look, I'm an ex-meth addict. I want to cut down off all these pain meds and just all these meds they had me on. For every problem I had, another pill. And then that problem would create another problem. And then they'd give another pill. And it was just, I was ended up taking something like 28 pills a day. But yeah, so I threw all that stuff out while I was in hospital and got off all the painkillers and looked down to, you know, the natural route they call it, with the medical marijuana, and that also changed my perspective, bro.
Yep.
You know, that there is things that do have medical benefits. While I was in the hospital, using it not to get high, but to help with my pain.
Yep.
And, you know, I was used to just using it to get high.
Yes.
And then there's these doctors telling me, well, this and this can actually help for this, this and this. And I'm like, well, that's, it made me look at it a different way. But yeah, that's something, my last demon to slay, bro, is the weed. And it's going to be, like you're saying, bro, I'm a very angry person deep down too when I get stressed out, situations that I can't control, things that are out of my control.
Yes.
You know, and
If it's not going the way that you'd hoped it would go, or that you wanted it or planned it, you want it, because you always want like the best. Like for me, like I get my Sundays with my kids and I want the best, bro. Like, and I'll spoil the shit out of them, and you know, next minute no one's listening. The day's shit. It's going too slow for me. I was like running out of time. I got one day with you guys. I want to get out there right now. Get out the door right now. I want to go on a journey. I want to go on the most magical adventure you've ever had in your life, because they're at the age where they can remember things now, right?
Yes, bro.
When they're younger, I'm lucky that I was a bit of a drunk when they were younger, because they don't remember the shit dad in the morning going, oh, piss off, fucking shut up.
I don't want to do it today. Yeah.
But now they know that shit now, and it's like, fuck, I'm struggling with my anger, but at least I'm not a big fucking drunk anymore. Because it'd be horrible, bro, for them.
Yeah.
I don't want them to see me like that.
Oh, imagine with the alcohol as well, bro. What it would be like.
Oh, exactly, bro. Yeah,
it'd just be
terrifying, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah, but anger is it's a massive one, and getting off the drugs, bro, and you know, you have to sit with your emotions,
Bro, sober, man.
And for me, that was, especially after all the experiences I had in the streets and the violence, and bro, it's just coming from that life and then trying to go into a normal life where there's no drama. It's a normal routine every day. You get up, you look after your family, you do what's right, and then you go to sleep at the end of the night. Whereas my old life, bro, would be getting up, doing bad shit all day. Like, just drama, excitement, you know, this, that, the other. There's always something going on. So going from this really fast-paced life to a really sort of like a life that I dreamed of having before when I was in the fast-paced life. It's quite... You don't know how to do it because you've never...
No, you don't, bro. You don't. But it's like, it used to be, oh, who cares? I don't care about the outcome. I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't care about the opinions. Now it's like, oh, damn it, why did I say that? Oh, I shouldn't have said it like that. Oh, I need to do this differently. I need to calm down. I need to walk off. Oh, I'm angry. Oh, why did I say that to them? And bro, everything now is like an instant, like, oh, fuck, did I say that? Like, oh, I can't believe I said that, or I did that. Like,
yeah, she's think about it and process it.
Bro, but you can, because you've got a sober mind, bro. Yeah. So then you start learning. Okay, cool. So it's sober is awesome.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome. So much more control, and I can learn a lot easier. Okay,
and the information stays there too.
Yeah, I'm not brave enough anymore. Like, to go and I don't care about the consequences, because I fucking care about them now. Yeah. I care about them, bro.
Too much to lose, bro.
So much to lose.
Too much to lose, yeah. And that's what I mean. You know, building a life, bro, you work hard. You build a life to where you've got so much that it's not worth losing. I remember when I first moved to Christchurch, that was sort of like the mindset I had, bro. Build a life that you're so happy with your life that you don't have to go and look for that joy,
that fix, bro,
that whatever it is elsewhere. Yeah, bro, and like, you know, kids, family. At the end of the day, bro, you can get so much joy out of your family and your kids, and you know, a lot of the drugs and alcohol. There's the whole scientific side towards it of that releases dopamine and releases that good feeling. But there's so much other ways of getting that, bro. Gym's a massive one. You don't know how much that can actually help you till you get in there. So much other different things that make you feel good, that can replace that, you know, and you can do it sober.
Bro, I love waking up and the wife or my mates don't say, oh, bro, you did this last night.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, I know exactly what I did last night. I stayed home with the wife and watched a TV show. But bro, awesome. Or I went out and filmed content with the bros. Like, or I went to the gym. Oh, bro, it's so awesome. It's not like, oh, I feel dusty today and day 2 drinking. Like, bro, nah, man. I just want to see people have the same outcome that I've been able to have, and other people that are now sober and going through that recovery journey, because it's a forever recovery. It's not. It doesn't just like.
Nah, and when
you know,
people say, you know, like, I'm a recovered, I hate that, because bro, you're never recovered.
No, never
At the end of the
recovered,
day,
no.
recovery is every day.
Bro, how
This
many
is
years
how
did you pump your body full of that shit? I pumped my body with alcohol and drugs, bro. Like, I said this earlier in the podcast, that I swear I've got some sort of damage up here from doing
bro.
the dumb shit, bro. 100%.
Yeah, and
The long-term effects. The long-term effects.
I used to say, bro, I'm surprised my brain is not the way I am, bro, because I've had everything you can think of, like, you know, and it's just like my brain should be an egg that's been fried on a frying pan.
But I think that's where my anger comes from as well. That
Yeah.
is probably something to do with whatever the fuck I was smoking back then, and the amount I was drinking. It's done something to me, bro.
All those it's all those, I suppose, suppressed emotions, bro, over the years, whatever you were suppressing back then.
Yep.
And I suppose stuff that your brain hasn't dealt with. You know, you like, for me, when I get in these stressed out states now, when I'm sober, when I get angry, I portray signs of when I used to be on drugs, because I'm that angry and I'm that hyped up.
Bro, yes.
People think that I'm back on drugs, bro.
Yeah.
But it's just how I think my brain is emotionally, like, dealing with it, and
it's almost
it resorts,
stained.
Yeah,
stained,
it resorts
you know what I
back
mean?
to when I was on the drugs, and okay, like, how did I sort that situation out? Okay, I got really angry. You know, I got really angry, and this happened, and then it ended the situation. So, you know, my brain is still wired in a way where if I go into a situation where, you know, there's too much stress, I'll just get really angry, bro, and then either try and scare everyone, or I'll you know, do something that stupid, you know, in an anger, and then and you're just like, why did I even do that? That was just so stupid.
I'm screaming and yelling and swearing, bro, and throwing shit, punching shit, bro.
Yeah.
And it's a scare factor, like,
Yeah.
back off. And do you know what, bro? I did the exact same thing when I was drunk, when I felt like someone was trying to control me or take control of a situation that I wanted it to be a certain way that I wanted it, not how they want it.
It's
or
almost
I want to continue drinking, you know.
It's almost like a defense mechanism,
right?
eh?
And it stayed here though. Like I am seriously stained from this. This is like late term after effects of all that drinking, all that smoking, and I'm glad that I stopped it. Now that it's done, because now on that recovery journey, I call it like the cleansing, bro. Like I want, you know, like more
cleansing.
water, and you know, I got to have like caffeine and stuff like that. That's my new
bro,
day fix,
I'm
bro.
the
It's
same.
caffeine. You
I'm
know,
the same. Like
water. I just need a cleansing, bro.
yeah, caffeine's a massive one. It's like my new pee, bro. It's,
well,
to me, it's
your new fix, bro.
yeah,
Like, because you don't want to do the bad shit. Like energy drinks are bad, but you like energy drink, you can pick it up and you can. There's a cool thing about energy drinks. They're not really it's another addiction for some people, right? But like for someone that was addicted to something so heavy like drugs and alcohol, bro. This is just like you can. Oh, I won't have one today.
Yeah.
But when I was drinking, I was like, I have to have one today.
Yeah.
It's so different. It's just.
Yeah, but I suppose taking out power and taking out control back, bro, over our lives. And seeing people come from that broken state to recovery, to being, you know, in a position where they, you know, can give other people hope.
Yeah. So how long have you been sober now, bro? From like the heavy shit. Like
So my, you know, and this is hard for me to touch on, but so last year, bro, I lapsed. Towards the end of last year, unfortunately.
This is the time that you told me.
Yes, I reached out to you.
Yeah.
It was around the start of December.
Yeah.
You know, there was a lot of things going on in my life around that time that led up to that. Just huge amount of stuff, bro. And and that was a big thing for me because I suppose last year there was two lapses last year, and those were the only two lapses since my accident.
Yeah.
So I was in the hospital for that 6 months, and before my accident, I was working, bro. So it was on and off, but more off than on, to be honest. Like I got the most clean time I've got, bro, is 9 months. Okay,
That's awesome, bro.
Which is I'd love to make it to a year.
Let's
That's my goal this year.
Do it, bro.
Yeah, it's my goal this year.
Do you feel like you're at a stage now, bro, that you've got the mental strength to do it?
Yes. Yeah.
I think you do as well.
Yeah. So for me, like I talked to a drug psychologist about it, and was like, look, this is all the stuff that happened. This is all the surrounding factors and things like that. And he said, look, you're about 80% recovered. And he said, the two main things he thinks that are the big factors in my life that drag me back there is my environment, and also my emotions.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. So learning to deal with my emotions better, learning to process them when a big event happens in my life that I can't, my brain, because of my accident, they reckon that, I had a concussion, didn't get brain damage, but, bro, I got hit by a truck, so there has to be something.
There's something, bro. Yeah, not something that's obvious for them to see.
Yeah. And it's not it's not a huge thing, but there must be something there, bro. And yeah, for me, so it's like, I've got that stuff going on, and it's just, so this year, bro, last year I had that, and around New Year's, I sort of made a thing, everyone's drinking and doing all this stuff on New Year's. And, I stayed happily sober New Year's. I haven't even thought about it for the last 2 months, bro, since my last thing. And that's what, like, the psychologist is saying. He said it's your environment. It could possibly be the people around you, maybe the events that are happening in your life. And we talked about, okay, so we know what your triggers are. And identifying your triggers, identifying, around the situation, why I went that way, why that happened, and how we can make it never happen again. But yeah, so it was, really shameful, bro. Especially, after, it's really hard to talk about, but after the documentary came out, we done our documentary, and at that time I had all these people, massive amount of support, all these people saying, oh, bro, you're like awesome, doing massive, good journey, and, that was, having that side of it too. I felt like I not only let myself down, but I let everyone else that was looking at me down, and it was one of the hardest things to do, is to admit it and say, yeah, bro, I fucked up, and I need some help, and moving on from it, bro, but not dwelling on it, and just and so for me this year, bro, is about filling this year with so much good stuff that I don't even have to. My brain's never going to go back to that place where it's thinking, okay, we need to escape. We need to get away from this situation. So making life so good, bro, that, got so much good stuff in our life that I don't have to think about escaping reality, because my reality is just too good to escape.
So unfortunately, my camera decided to turn itself off, and had enough of hearing my story and whatnot. So
talked way too much.
We talked way too much, but we'll work on that for the next podcast. Just thank everyone for listening in, and
thank you.
Yeah, it's awesome. It means a lot to us, and I hope that can help you guys in some way as well. And just if you're struggling at the moment, and you're on this early stages of recovery, Just know you can do it, and it is absolutely worth it. And if you ever want to talk, reach out and talk to a bro.
Yeah, that's right, bro. There's always help out there. And yeah, just to everyone out there, if you're struggling, reach out. You know, there's no shame in reaching out. And yeah, get some help. And I think, yeah, recovery is a day at a time, really. Just take it a day at a time. And
You have to want it.
Yeah, that's right. You have to want it. And yeah. So, yeah.
Just think about the future and where you're going and what you want to do. Start now, because
What's important in life? You know, what's important to you in life, and where do you want to take your life, and what legacy do you want to leave behind for your family and your friends?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Leave a good imprint, eh?
That's right, brother.
But yeah, peace, guys.
Awesome.
Have a good
Thank
one.
you.
Much love.